All right. Session 37. Phew. This is supposed to be called No Rhyme, No Reason because I fucking suck at rhyming and making reasons, I guess. Like, this took me some time, but I came up with a solution, what I wanted to do. But before we get to that, the meat of this session, what I hope to do, let's kind of repeat on what happened last time and let's get back into the game here.
All right. So last time the group was infiltrating or checking out the high forest, which was the normal place only to Malin. We ran into frosty wolves, stinky orcs, not so friendly elves, peacock panthers, and giant black wolves that just stared and pissed in people's backpacks. Because why the hell not? After traveling for the good part of a week and a half, I think, on the way north, we finally reached one of the first cities, if you want to call it that, but to the dwarf, that's no city. That doesn't even have walls, nor the Ariel, which was where we found some of Malin's family, mainly her mother. Her father, still missing. We gave her some time and, well, took her on the local hospitality, which was very close to negligible. But the dwarf did manage to find himself to a smith, who mostly just worked for the Church of Sun and Moon, whatever that be. But as he was leaving, he had the most unexpected meeting with Thardeg, Thorin's twin brother. Younger, but, well, only for a few seconds, but don't tell him that. He's very known for always going on his excursions, normally far away from the holds, and this was no different. Apparently he's here from a divine command to learn something from the elves, but does he even know what he's here learning? I don't think he knows. There was a little bit of catching up between the brothers as everyone else kind of settled in town, and Malin catched up with her mother about what happened, what her missions were, that she wasn't really allowed to discuss at length, but mostly what happened in the misty forest, which we left not knowing. Apparently, most of them fled here, and they're now going back home to the Feywild, to Burrito. After regrouping with Malin and discussing what we had found, we decided it was only right to go towards the sisters and let Malin speak with, well, her authority, whatever that be, and find out if they can convince some of the elves to stay, or at least get an idea of what's going on. That's where we ran into some new and old faces, as there were a group of, just on the outside of the steps to the sisters, dragon hunters heading up the mountain to deal with what appeared to be a red dragon, as they were about to leave and they couldn't leave such a threat close by unchecked. Of course, since only Malin, being the only elf, no one else was allowed entry, so while everyone else stood by waiting, they went to enter the dragon and Malin went to speak for their authority. Just a couple of hours, right? 1 week and a half. Well, managed to build a raft and get cozy just before Malin returned and decided on where to go. But what happened in the meantime?
So that is
Go ahead.
So that is what you remember and kind of what happened. I mean, you kind of knew it would take more than a few days at least, because obviously she had miles and miles to get to the place, but it took longer than you expected.
Mm-hmm.
You got ready, trying to get out when she kind of returned by building this raft from like dead wood that was lying around. Kaya's helping you and also lecturing you at the same time. And Gulda weaving basically gone, if I remember correctly, right? While also discussing about what's next, how you want to overcome the issues with the Rangan cultists. It took a little bit longer than you anticipated, as I said. Actually, a lot longer than you anticipated. Nearly 3 weeks you were waiting when you were just expecting maybe one, probably less. So it took about 3 times what you expected from before until Marlene finally returned, and she was kind of adamant that you couldn't leave yet. Before you kind of break up and make your mind, it was already getting late. So you decided to settle down for the night, where Marlene can explain a little bit further what happened to her.
So, when I got to Nithrithiane, the city wasn't there, per se. The city had already moved into had started moving towards the Feywild. It wasn't there quite yet. And luckily I was spotted and pulled in, and I was able to speak with a couple of familiar faces, I think. No, I remember speaking with someone, not sure who they were anymore, but I eventually went and spoke with Alagarthus. And Alagarthus is the son of the Autumn Wind. And after that, a lot of things are a bit blurry, but there were some repercussions for my going with you and not taking care of my orders in the Misty Forest right away. And for that, a lot of things that are apparently part of my past, such as apparently being a Blackleaf once, that's gone. I don't think I'll ever be able to be the kind of traveling companion that I was for you, but I woke up maybe 3 days later after whatever it was that happened, and when I got into the sisters again, I ran into the party that was hunting the dragons, and fought a couple of the dragonkin that are running about the sisters now. And in speaking with them, BR offered to take me under his tutelage, but under a few conditions, one of which being that I find this sword. That's why we can't leave yet.
So they took away your title. What do you mean you can't do it like you did before?
I don't remember ever being a Blackleaf Thorin. Apparently I introduced myself as one, but I don't remember going through the training or anything.
They wiped your memory?
I suppose.
That's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to do to a person.
Yeah. How many years were you at Blackleaf? Do you even remember that?
I don't even remember going through the training. As far as I'm concerned, I was never a proper Blackleaf, as far as I remember.
So you mean you can't fight anymore?
Not the way I assume I used to be able to. But again, I can go under new tutelage under BR. But
in my experience, body memory and actual memory are different, so you may still have some techniques.
Maybe a couple.
It's really strange that they would wipe your mind, though.
I don't know what part of walking from shadow to shadow goes into body memory, though.
Fair.
I mean, the Blackleaf have their secrets. If I was to know any of them, then it makes sense to me that I wouldn't be allowed to keep them.
Right. And is this new tutor? Don't believe I've met him.
You have met him briefly. Well, I don't think you actually spoke with him.
Oh, probably one of the hunters.
So while you speak to her, you would, when you look at her, and I assume you have like maybe a small fire going or something to kind of warm you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
You would realize looking at her that she actually looks different.
Interesting.
I mean, she still looks herself, her height, her weight, her muscularity, and all that. That hasn't changed. But something is different. Something about her looks different. It's
impressive. It is true. The lass can't even properly defend herself. Can feel it. I've been in enough skirmishes to know that. And this sort of with help with this?
It's the only way he agreed that he would train me. Well, among a couple other things, but let's see, those were...
A couple of other things?
Well, this is to prove that I'm worth his time. And then the other ones were to devote myself to elven kind, to stay in touch with him, and that when my training is done, I will return.
Hard to stay in touch with elven kind when they're not in the same plane as you.
Essentially, I can follow these missions, but at some point I have to stay in touch with
spicy.
I have to stay in touch essentially with what's going on with elven kind and follow orders. I mean, Thorin, you're devoted to dwarven kind, but it doesn't keep you from this mission.
But I've been straining my relations. But there comes a time in a dwarf's life where he's got to choose.
You haven't chosen yet, though. You certainly haven't turned your
It
back
ain't
on
always
people.
easy.
Well, you'll come back here at a time, and you'll bring the elves back with you.
Hopefully.
Nope, that's what's happening, Malin. I've decided.
Well, I'd certainly try.
Good.
But right now, I'm just dead weight to you.
Well, that'll make this sword a little harder to get, I suppose, but
It's not impossible. I don't think he would send me without knowing that it's possible. Certainly if I have the help of my companions.
Doesn't exactly inspire confidence if we're going into a place more dangerous than demons with someone who can barely fight.
What's a demon between friends, Gulda?
I'm more worried about what's worse than demons.
a weird sandwich.
You said that someone at Sarrowwood knew more, right?
I didn't understand a word of that, Thorin. Your dwarvish is too thick for me.
You said someone at Sarrowwood?
Well,
Someone at Sarrowwood would know more.
well, it's possible. I mean, if the high priestess is there, she would know about the tomb. She would have information. So at least then we wouldn't be walking in without any information, but it'll take some time to go to the Sorrowwood and back. And I've kept you waiting.
I'd rather know what we're doing if we're going to do this.
Yeah.
So we're not tripping around in the dark for...
I think it will
takes a
take...
puff of his pipe. Tombs be dangerous places, especially the dwarven ones, but even if this ain't a dwarven one, if you go into the wrong tomb, you can get into a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, I agree.
Rather than checking around blindly and stepping on everything, it may be best to know at least what specific place of the tomb it is. I assume this includes several halls, eh?
I just
Hopefully
appreciate that you're
non-demon
willing to go to
infested.
the tomb at all. So, however you wish to go about it.
I think information is better, because if we go to the tomb without information, we may spend just as much time as it would take for us to go to the Starwood and get at least our bearings. We should make haste, though. As soon as the morning light hits, we should leave.
All right, then.
It's always morning light.
Oh, right, because of this Feywild.
Then pack up, Caius. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Dang it.
Kai's
That's
called
one
ahead,
thing
so
I don't
Kai's
want to
got
do
that.
is go into a tomb exhausted. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, we definitely rest first.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and the same as the other nights, you don't get disrupted in anything. When you wake up, you feel energetic, you feel pumped up, and like you drank too many coffees, maybe. Not that your characters would know what coffee is, but however, Marlene, you see when she wakes up from her trance, she has like pearls of sweat on her forehead, and seems kind of out of breath when she again wakes up. Right? Strained, but kind of catching her breath fairly quickly. So this isn't a mechanical issue for you here.
Interesting.
Get up, stretch a little bit, start gathering my things.
In the morning, Caius pulls out a book and starts writing some notes down in it, because he is in the Feywild. He may as well take notes while he's here.
Absolutely, yeah.
If the college ever gets rebuilt, he can publish a book. Feywild and how.
They're back again.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully back again.
Yeah. There and don't die.
All right, so you make your way towards the Sorrow Woods. You're not in the Feywild.
Okay. That was my confusion there. Thank you.
Would be yes, but you're not in the Feywild.
Some sort of demi-plane or something like that. As far as I could tell last game, right?
Well, the city of Nithrithiane was maybe somewhere halfway between the material plane and the Feywild, was my understanding. So it's not really the Feywild yet.
So it will take you about 2 days to get through the wood, even with Marlene kind of leading you, because wood just slows you down, right? These are not woods that kind of stand in like ordered fashion. This goes like everywhere, like small stuff. Although, as I said, like most of these trees are very big, and the canopy kind of puts everything in shadow, which, due to the color of the leaves, kind of is this almost kaleidoscope of colors, almost like the yellows and reds and oranges, right? So 2 days pass until you get to the Sorrowwood. 2 days. Sorry, I thought I said 2 weeks. No, 2 days pass until you get to the Sorrowwood. And the Sorrowwood is distinct, is different than the rest. Stands apart very much. As you get closer, the honey and berry and flowery kind of scents change to a more dour, to a more like toned down version. And while you were happy and motivated while you were on this way, your moods kind of almost seem to change as you go towards the Sorrowwood, and as the woods themselves kind of name just suggests, you feel more sorrowful, you feel more down, you feel worried, you feel mournful. And usually, by the way, I don't like to tell you what you feel like. I rather try to explain what the situation is that works on you, and you decide what you feel like. But right now, in this area where you're moving around, it's different. That's why I tell it this way, right? Just like GM kind of out of game information right now. You feel down, you feel sorrow, you feel mournful as you get there, and also the color in the leaves of the trees and the canopy itself kind of starts to fade and change as you get to the sort of proper itself, as these reds and greens and oranges and yellows and so on and so forth kind of change towards a very verdant green, dark, powerful greens, almost black maybe at times, and the leafy trees change towards these trees with their hanging branches, these long fans that are in them kind of swaying in the wind, and you almost seem to hear a woman cry as the wind kind of sweeps through the leaves and the branches and the wood tops and around the trunks of the trees themselves.
All right, we're here.
Wow, this place is really cheerful.
It's where we mourn our dead.
That makes sense.
I don't feel so well. How about you go speak with this here while I think I'll take a little pipe.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't find who we're looking for.
Yeah, I'll let you do the talking.
That's fine. I'm not entirely sure I want you speaking with anyone necessarily.
Come on, elves love me. We've shown that so far.
Yes, but do you love elves?
No.
Yes. I thought.
So, Marlene, as you enter the Sorrow Woods, you would actually realize there are much more people here than is usual. Again, elves don't really die from old age. So if someone dies, it is from exterior forces ending that life.
Mm-hmm.
Magical diseases, orcs, beasts, humans, dwarves.
Yeah, Thorn, you might want to hang back.
But again, due to what happened outside, you would also realize that a few of the faces that are here you wouldn't know from your younger days.
Of the Misty Forest. Any?
You wanted to come here.
Yep. All right. Start.
But
walking through.
You kind of get your kind of directions, get your bearings, and you do find a priestess that kind of you explain your situation to, and she kind of seems unsure what you want and what this is about, but kind of leads you further towards one of the higher priests of the church. And there you speak with the high priest. And since you're a moon elf, you would be led towards, obviously, high priest of the moon. He is not the pope person equivalent, right? It's just one of the high bishop level, if you will.
Does he wear a funny hat?
And then funny card, just no. No, but just from saying, this is not the top because she is not here right now. But this is a bishop kind of equivalent. Just
Still
so
someone very high up.
Yeah. Like a learned, devout person, though not, right?
Got it.
I mean, you
I
were
can tell
searching.
exactly why it is at Sorrowwood. There are also no elf children.
So, you stand before him and he says, "Yes. How can I help you, child?"
My name is Malin Alakir Glimmerleaf, and I need to go into Nithrithiane's tomb. I would like some guidance.
Why do you wish to enter the tomb of heroes?
I've been tasked to find the sibling to this blade, and I pull out the horn blade and show it to him. And I've been told that the blade's sibling is buried in the tomb.
There are many siblings, but certainly there are blades like these in the tomb. But the tomb are no treasury to be looted. It is dangerous. It is guarded against tomb robbers and treasure hunters. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
What do you wish to know?
First of all, do we need to worry about how we get inside and what sort of traps we may be facing?
Can you repeat the last word? Sorry.
What sort of traps we might be coming across? Is there a path that we
As
should
an
take?
elf, most of the defense mechanisms would be circumventable by only your presence.
What if someone were with her? Would it affect us or just her?
Who are you?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm just gonna shut up.
These are my companions.
You have unusual
Interesting.
companions.
Yes, I do. But they are loyal and dependable.
No, shouldn't be a problem until you get to the tomb itself. I know not of where all the different things are, but deep in the tomb's beginnings, the warlord, his name, Minar, there it was. I wanted to make sure. The warlord Minar was wielding such blades.
So Minar would, in his tomb specifically, would be where I could find what I'm looking for.
Yes.
And where in the tomb is he buried? Towards the beginning, or?
As I said, he was one of the earliest. He kind of explains to you what section he is.
Okay. Are there any rites or anything that we have to perform? Anything?
No? Just know that entering the tomb is on your own volition and your own risk.
What kind of danger can we expect then?
I do not know. That is something you will need to find out when you get there. But there will be tests. There will be trials. Be on guard. Be swift. Be quick in body and mind.
Maybe we should leave the dwarf behind.
All right. So it's buried with Minar, and we don't know what dangers there will be, but there will be dangers.
What I can tell you of Minar, he was one of the earliest warlords. He was one of the first who came here, who fought the orcs, who fought the humans, paved the way for his people. Devote servant to all elves. Keep that in mind.
At least they didn't fight the dwarves.
Sure they did.
You're not there. You're in the next section, which is called Under the Influence.
Exactly.
Funny. That sounds a lot like what's been asked of me. All right. So
Might be a connection, huh?
seems fitting. All right. If there's no other information that you can give me, then I think we will go test ourselves in the tomb.
Careful.
Of course. Thank you. And I'll turn
Good
to my
luck.
party.
Don't let it become your tomb too.
You'll come in after us, though, if that happens, right? You'll come save us, I'm sure. I'm just messing with you, buddy. All right, we're out of here. Take care.
He's new to Elvish culture. Don't mind him.
I'm not even there, but even the dwarf is cringing.
Oh boy.
They get so uncomfortable. Just, it's great.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Caius. I knew you'd warm up to these woods eventually.
Corey, that's the reason why I can do this. Just to react to your nonsense.
Yeah.
Alright. Kind of meeting back with the dwarf who is just like smoking the pipe.
Hedrick, brother, Delig, you're back. I'm anxious to leave this place.
Yeah. It's a real brightener of the day.
Aye.
Trust me, the priest was just as happy.
Simon, real quick, is there an offering or something that people usually leave when they're mourning here, or is it
When they're
just-
mourning, certainly towards the dead. Generally to the gods, you would say like a few prayers, perhaps.
I'll take a brief moment before we leave to say a prayer, mostly because I still don't know where my dad is, but it's pretty safe to assume.
What? What gives that away?
The way you move your eyebrows, that's what.
He's fine.
Absolutely. Somewhere.
That look, that face right there.
If anything, he's probably just, like, not dead yet, but about to be sacrificed, so, like... we have that going for us.
He's gonna be sacrificed. He's not dead. He's gonna get sacrificed. Oh, thanks, G. All right. So, all right.
Instead in character.
If I could hate you, I would.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I get getting real harsh now.
So, as you leave the Sorrowwood, question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you leave the Sorrowwood, it's almost as like if a veil gets pulled from your eyes and from your head, and you're kind of a free again, and everything seems cheery once more.
See, your dad's fine. I'm sure he's not getting sacrificed.
Apparently it affects humans more than else. Oh.
Actually, it would affect dwarves and humans more than elves and halflings.
That I don't want to go back there again.
I don't blame you.
I didn't particularly like it. Made me think of things that I care not to think about.
It's like I was being haunted by all my comrades again.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
No, it doesn't.
Well, let's go rob a tomb, I guess.
Not to rob it blind, please.
We're
I mean-
here only for one reason. It's the sword. We are not robbing the tomb.
Once we have that, I'm more than happy to get out as fast as possible.
Right, we're borrowing the sword. Gotcha.
Don't feel like they're respecting the dead. Not now.
Oh, I feel like they're going to be respecting us when we get there, so. Catch my meaning.
Speaking of which, you're a mage, right?
Huh?
Look,
Yeah, I cast magic, Thorin. We've seen it happen. Am I a good mage? Perhaps not. All my students
Sorrow
are
must
dead.
have really affected you. And I thought I was taking it bad. The point is, look, I have this. And he whips out the hammer. Do you know what this is to a ghost?
Useless.
Aye, that's right.
Oh,
So what's the difference?
Exactly.
Come within 5 feet and say that. I still have action search.
What's the difference? All right, so you make your way back and move to Nithrane's tomb itself. The tomb itself, from the outside, doesn't look as much. Takes you 4 days, I know. But the tomb itself, I want to kind of move along a bit, right?
For me.
The tomb itself doesn't necessarily look very like much from the outside, but as you step above the crest of where the tomb kind of enters and kind of snakes into the mountain underneath the sisters itself, please give me a D100, Marlene.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's been 10 years.
All right. So yeah, you enter into the tomb, and the tomb is vast, and it takes you a good few hours to get to the section that you want to get to. And Thorin, as like a person who knows a little bit about stonework and such.
I cast light, by the way, just so we're aware that we have light in here.
Can you post it so I see how far and so on it goes?
Yep.
It's 40-20. It's the same as a torch, I think.
Yeah, it's the same as a torch, for sure.
Right, 20 and 20 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll color it blue because that's fun.
Spooky.
If
Alright,
the stonework is low quality, I will give shit.
So no, what I wanted to talk about is that as you get deeper into the tomb, there you see in this specific place where you're in, you see this is like old. Like, holy shit, this is old. Like, Gondrogrim is not this old.
Mm.
The other parts, however, this is specific to this. The other parts were a lot newer, so to speak. And yeah, it's pitch black, complete darkness, and just from the kind of passing of time, like you see a few like cracks and in the walls and in the ground. And as you get deeper into the tomb and as you get to the older parts of the tomb, you see more and more of these and a few actually cave-ins as well. The difference, like the stonework is okay. It's not extraordinary, right? The stonework is okay. But the difference between what dwarves usually do and what these elves seem to do is the dwarves keep them intact. They kind of repair and restore it. These don't seem to be restored, kept. That is the main difference, right?
Mm. This be ancient.
Well, elves have been around for a very long time, Thorin.
I'd be surprised if there was a handful that was alive when this was made.
I'm surprised that there were that many who died. Wouldn't surprise me if there are still a few people who are alive that were around when this was made.
What are you even going to find here? How old is this sword? Were there even swords back then?
These were forged when elves came from the Feywild. When we came from the sisters. This is as ancient as, well, maybe 10,000 years or so.
Dear Moradin of craftsmanship. Well, in that case, I won't blame you for the swords being small. Maybe people back then had shorter limbs.
I'll keep that in mind.
Says the dwarf, shorter limbs. Okay.
Just look down at Thorin. Way down.
Hey. Is it one of the tallest dwarfs? It's not. Okay, he's small.
Way down.
Stop looking at me, what the heck?
Look,
You know you're no longer a shadow wave. I could totally take you.
Yeah, good point. You probably could.
So, yeah, you enter this tomb and kind of search around for a bit, and sooner or later you see the sign, the writing, the old kind of quote unquote runes. It's Elvish runes, not Dwarvish runes, right? On the wall, and when you follow the tunnel into the tomb itself, you see there's a cave in.
Right in the spot we're looking for?
Yep.
Well, shit. Can never be easy, can it?
Yep.
I'm gonna inspect the cave in and see how structured. Like if we pull some rocks out, if I think it'll cave more, just more rock on top.
Thorin's probably the better guy to do that, but
Probably.
I'm going to inspect the runes.
The
and
runes.
translate them.
The runes are in Sylvan, not Elvish.
I can read
And and they say, "Here lies Manara, burst of the warlords, and star that lit the way." This would be past tense, no? So yeah, Caius, you take a look at the cave and give me an intelligence stoneworking check. Since you're not stoneworking proficient, give me an intelligence check.
Alright.
If you are proficient in investigation,
No, I'm not.
all right. Yeah, you take a look at it, and this is clearly just from time passing and subtle movements in the ground through the however long this was ago, right? There's a certain degradation over time. It's just how it is.
Okay, so if we move the rocks, it wouldn't cause like more stuff to fall apart.
No, looks like it's more like localized. It's not necessarily the risk that all the rest and where you're at and all kind of chain a reaction collapse. There might be something that kind of pulls with. Obviously, if you have like these big rocks kind of piled on top of each other in like a chaotic fashion, it's like Mikado, right? If you pull the wrong one, it just like breaks down.
Okay. Good to know. I turn to the others then and I say, stand back. I've got this.
And with your check, you actually kind of would know from where exactly this originated. And obviously where the kind of first break-in was, there's probably the most material. So you would also know if there's a weak point where it would be.
Okay, perfect.
The dwarf steps aside, but like cautiously. You know this is a tomb, right?
Yeah, be careful. Be ready for stuff to come out of there. Quite possible there's stuff in there.
That's not what I was worried about.
And I will cast telekinesis and start moving rocks.
Okay,
All right.
that's-
So you cannot just lift all the thing up, right? You're not.
No.
It's not like in what is it, episode 3, where like
Yeah.
the entire like Yoda just like shoves the shit to the side. But
I'll start pulling apart like rock by rock because I can.
right. You
safer
can. Right, and the advantage obviously is you can do it from afar. So if something topples over, there's no one in harm's way, right?
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, you absolutely do this. It takes time, and I would say it takes the entire 10 minutes easily, and you don't even quite finish it yet because like there's a cave in or so on. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay. Arcana. Yes.
So yeah, there's a cave in twice, but I mean that's just expected, right? It's nothing that really surprised you. It's just again like if you pull away a lot of material, it's just like if also it's similar to sand. When you dig away at one side, it's just like kind of moves down a little bit. But you get good headway, and you make a hole that you can actually see through into the tomb itself. However, it is too small. It's just like for you to be able to see through, right?
Okay.
On the very right side, you actually have like this like Lord of the Rings. Thor, what is it? The king under the mountain called in the third Hobbit when he like, kind of looks out of the lone mountain. That's kind of the situation you're at, right?
Okay.
Although it's not as deep, it's not as like 20 miles or whatever. It's just like a few more stones that would need to be lifted. Absolutely, with your rolls, absolutely.
Okay, so we can.
Alright.
I've moved most of the big ones. We can move the rest by hand, right?
Just, I think we can work this. I'll look for stones that we can move without causing a collapse. Mainly.
Okay.
Like move as few stones as possible.
All right,
Without
give me an
causing
intelligence investigation check with advantage for you.
Intelligence investigation.
Okay, yeah, you kind of look around a little bit, take a minute to see what Caius has done, and he did a really, really good job. He probably saved you guys a few hours of hard labor.
That's very good. Jolly good.
And you kind of take a look at the situation itself, and yeah, you kind of have a feeling that bar some unexpected influence or oversights, you kind of can get through in like another 10 minutes or so.
Alright, shouldn't take too much longer. You did a good work. Alright, help me here with this one. And I've been like taking the easiest rocks out of the way.
Yep.
Yep, I give him a hand.
Okay, so you start to work, and obviously the first one who could squeeze through, if you wish to, would be Gulda.
Let's see. Squeeze through the place that has the traps inside. Sure. I'll do it.
Perfect.
Sounds great!
Can you see in the dark? If not, I'll cast light on you.
Well, if you have I kind of want to save my spell slots since I don't have a lot, but I don't want to take yours if you only have.
No, I can
I
cast
have
light
dark-
as many times as I want.
I mean, I have dark vision. I can put dark vision on myself, which might be better. I'll just do that.
Right? Can you post the spell? Is it 30 and 60? And also Thorin and Marlene, can you take a look if you how far you can see, if it's 60 or 40 or 30 or whatever?
It's the same as the racial one, but give me a second. It's loading my character
60.
sheet.
It's 60 feet for everyone.
60.
Right.
There's only two ranges, 60 feet and 120. And the only people that have 120 feet are
people from the Underdark,
deep gnomes and trolls.
Yeah, Underdarklings, so to speak.
Yeah. Everyone else has 60 feet. The spell also only gives 60 feet.
All right, got it. All right, so you kind of squeeze through and see it, and you see that you kind of squeeze through on the closest part. Now, I want you to ignore the other characters, obviously, since they're not there yet. But there you are.
Oh, I gotta find myself because
I can ping you out.
Yes, please. Because there we go.
Does that
I don't
help?
see anything. Nope, it's dark. That's why I couldn't find me. Yeah, you didn't give me light. There we go. Okay.
So obviously the other three are not standing there, right? I just have them there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move too far, but
basically
inside...
you just came in from here, right? I mean that's where you kind of went through.
Is
not
that
through this.
Is that like a crypt there?
It's a table.
It's a table. Okay. If it's a crypt, I don't want to get too close to it. So I'm gonna sneak up to the edge of that table, I guess, and like duck behind it if it's a table.
Sure, move yourself.
I will. Give me 1 second. I have to switch from measure. So, and you want a stealth roll?
No.
I assume. No.
I mean, sure.
I'm
give me a stealth
sneaking. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
just
snack
waltz
away.
in there. This is where. Holy crap!
Okay, so the rest of you kind of work a little bit, and this will take some time until the next Thorin and Marlene and Caius. You three probably need about the same size of breakthrough, just because Thorin is smaller but wider than Marlene, right? And Caius is also, you're not like an extremely huge build person, you're also like a human that is on the slimmer side, I would say.
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty tall,
So-
but other than that.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't, if you couldn't go on your knees, that isn't an issue necessarily, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you kind of take a look around, Gulda. So you see her kind of moving away into the shadows and then start to lose her. Marlene and Thorin, you kind of can catch a glimpse of her, but a little bit better. But as she kind of moves past, again, the hole was pretty small, pretty slim, so obviously your kind of field of vision is a little bit restricted. Well,
Yeah, I'll just keep working. I mean, I think she's fine. I think we'll hear the screams before anything bad happens. So
yeah, and obviously your work makes quite some noise, right? I mean, it's gonna put it out there.
I mean, I guess I could move back and start if I don't see anything like in immediate danger, I could move back and start clearing from this side.
You see the stable, you see the urn to the north, and the two doors, right? One to the south,
So,
one to
so
the...
this is like a door here,
and to the
and then
south.
a door here.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
And you see, like, obviously the what's on the ground, this kind of collapsed door or whatever, right? I mean, what is here you see.
So like I said, if the area looks clear, if there's nothing immediately popping out, I'm gonna move back and start clearing rubble from this side as well as I can, since I'm like not very strong.
No, but you can help, and you can obviously the one thing that you can really do that helps a lot is you can give them information about this, how this site looks, so they kind of get a little bit more idea about the structure and the difficulty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what to do. So yeah, it takes another 5, maybe 10 minutes or so until you finally break through and everybody kind of makes way. So
There we are.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
There's a lot of rubble.
yeah, and you went through the southern parts, right? Where yeah, same thing. You see the same thing. By the way, I would kind of tell you guys probably to zoom a little bit more in than usual, maybe, right? I don't have like a grid here because I hate grids, but the size should be about 5 feet, so.
yeah, it's more for us to get the bearing.
Yeah. Like we
Against
will use like a little bit different. We will not necessarily use like Sonova Mind here as much as we usually do, but yeah.
All right.
All right.
Strange vase. I look around the vases, the urns,
Mhm.
I mean, the sarcophagus, etc. Do I see any runes, any inscriptions?
Zoom a little bit in, and then you would be able to see more, right?
I can see some here.
Yeah. That's not necessarily the ones that can you see this?
Yes, I can also see some there.
Oh yeah, there is stuff.
Here are very faint.
There's a lot written on these tableaus, on these slates.
I'll try and look them over.
And yeah, so everybody, if you take a look at them, they would look like this.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
So I don't think anybody of you speaks Sylvan.
I do.
So, Marlene, you will be the one who needs to translate this.
No, I just speak Elvish. I don't speak Sylvan.
Yeah, but they didn't speak Elvish 10,000 years ago.
No.
And they first came from the Feywild.
So, step forth and enter the tomb. Crest the threshold and enter the test. Life forfeit. Only regained averting doom. Lying here, the failed, now rest. show strength, knowledge, wit, and grace. Only then you leave this place. Replay the life and Minar's test. The only way you see his rest. When he arrived, he faced fire and steel. He showed strength, determination, zeal. The foe's cunning laid an ambush, you see. Broken ranks running made them detainee. Sought the power and might of his gods. Their test merciless, overcome against all odds. They told he might traverse all the stars. Sun rays only shine straight, otherwise there'll be tears. That might be tears. Only once was he to visit the place of Selene. Once he got there, he would find Sehanine. She would test his wit or put him into slumber. She would only accept the right number. Arriving at his goal, he was bestowed upon. When you meet, you will have to show his people Telkes.
Yeah, that's elves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Telkesia, it's just like another version of Telkesia, so Telkes.
Got it. Are his dusk and dawn. Their peril will lend his blade or longbow.
Right. So again, let me kind of repeat this. The first thing that it says is, know this. Step forth and enter the tomb. Crest the threshold, enter the test. Life forfeit, only regained, averting doom. Lying here, the failed now rest. Show strength, knowledge, wit, and grace. Only then you will leave this place. Replay the life and Manar's tests. The only way you see his rest. When he arrived, he faced fire and steel. He showed strength, determination, zeal. The foe's cunning laid an ambush, you see. Broken ranks, running, made them detainee. Sought the power and the might of his gods. The test merciless, overcame against all odds. They told he might traverse all the stars. Sun rays only shine straight, otherwise there'll be tears. Only once was he to visit the place of Selene. Once he got there, he would find Sehanine, but Sehanine kind of rhymes better, so that's what I will go with. She would test his wit or put him into slumber. She would only accept the right number. Arriving at his goal, he was bestowed upon. When you meet, you will have to show. His people tell Kes are his dusk and dawn. Apparel he will lend, his blade or longbow.
Great. So we must recreate the life of the warlord or be put to rest with him.
Well, it's a good thing we stopped and got some information, though, isn't it?
I sure hope we don't all have to embody those traits. I mean, not strong.
Yeah, I heard fire as well. Give me a moment before we go in. And Caius just kind of closes his eyes, and you see the scales on his forehead and his arms. They just grow a bit larger and get a bit thicker on his arms. And I'm using one of my sorcery points to make myself resistant to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy. Well, that's interesting. Golda, I'm not sure you understand the trial.
He might understand it better than we think.
At the moment, only one I fear for is Malin. Strength comes in many shapes. Caius isn't a strong type, but... well, let's say even a strong orc would have trouble with him, eh?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing I got out of that is once we cross that threshold, there's no turning back.
Aye. We're gonna go through his trials. Apparently, the first was us fire and steel. Probably an ambush as well. From the looks of it.
I've got fire and steel, imprisonment, something against the gods. The sunrise must shine straight, so it might be something to do with a light later on.
The sun's rays must shine straight. Yeah.
Okay. Sun's rays.
So like Indiana Jones and that thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes. The great hero, Indiana Jones.
once told me. I mean, you can also like maybe ask like Lara Croft for some advice.
Yeah.
Well, you know when he puts that like thing down and the light shines through it and it shines on the door. Yeah.
In Raiders, yeah.
Raiders, yeah.
Face Saloon found Sahanin. We need some number for her. I don't know where we're gonna find that, but we keep that in mind. And then we have to tell a story at the end to. It seems to be what they said. To get the weapon.
Well,
That would be for Malin, eh?
I suppose.
Maybe for Galda if you want his bow.
Here's the entire text.
Let's see.
Oh, perfect.
I mean,
Perhaps
it did.
just
Didn't really. I just write it for you into the 102 because that way it's a little bit easier to get back to.
I've got mine in a little notepad, so I'm all set to go.
We have to take someone prisoner, not get prisoner. Test versus Arcane, I guess. Might have his gods. We have to know what his gods are. Probably.
Well,
Well, Marlene should know that, I would hope.
Yeah.
it'd be the Sahanin.
First star, some rays only shine straight, otherwise there'll be tears. Okay. Alright.
Tears, sorry. That's some
Tears.
typo if there's tears.
It's,
Same. It's spelled the same.
way.
yeah. English language.
It's a homonym.
In what the implication is clear?
Yeah.
We're all gonna die. It's pretty clear.
Good.
Now we got this, I believe. Alright, let's do it.
All right. Do we want to be stealthy about this going in?
We're looking at Golda. Just kind of looks at Thorin.
Nah. Somehow fire and steel and ambush make me feel like we're gonna get attacked whether we're stealthy or not.
Right then. I push open the doors.
They swing open.
Oh, that was easy. See, we're fine so far, guys.
Right. But these gentlemen here are not so fine.
This is the first
Yeah,
part of the riddle.
You come in and you see skeletons, old and ancient, kind of different kinds. Like you see orcish ones, perhaps. But they look a little bit different. Oh, you remember orcish ones?
It could be very old.
I would think so.
Well, this is the failed. Yeah, very slowly. We should probably be checking for traps, I'd say.
Probably.
I can do that, but
Yeah, Kais isn't good at that.
So as everybody of you has entered, the doors slowly close behind you. And falls shut. Kaius, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
All right.
Lovely.
So you feel on edge, and everybody that is here, it's almost like the air is electrified, suffused with something.
I already regret this.
That means we're in the right path.
Definitely something going on here. But,
Broken ranks made them detainee. Is this what happens?
Does that
to ones
mean?
that fail
Does that
the
mean we
test?
should stick together?
Probably.
Well, I would suggest we stick together.
Well, I mean, to stay close together, like not like string out.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, at least for the moment.
All right, left or right?
Well, looking to the right, I don't think we're going to be going through that way anytime soon unless we want to go through that struggle again.
Okay, let's go left then.
Okay, so you turn left and move into the into the tunnel there. So who goes first? Not me. I'm the last. I'm actually in the other room still.
Since Golda heard that like Marlene is probably not gonna trigger his traps, well, I think that was before we got here. Once we're in the tomb, I think it was no holds. Like it was just gonna happen.
Yeah.
Now it's a test.
I mean, do you want me to go first since I'm lighter and maybe less likely to string traps, maybe, and I could look for them?
I think I'd rather have you behind in order to look for traps.
Although that didn't work so well with the boulder and Rhoda, but yeah, we won't worry about that.
But think about this.
I think it worked perfectly.
Halflings might not have even existed when this trap was made. They might not even know about halflings.
I don't know. I don't know lore-wise where halflings came from.
I don't know either.
Only that they exist. I don't know if they really go into that.
I'm sure they
not
go into
related
somewhere.
to dwarves.
I don't know. I hope the hell not.
Well, I mean, dwarves just spring out of the ground. So maybe it's similar for halflings. I don't know.
It does say in your flow that. I don't think traps are the issue.
Yeah, well.
And you hear a soft click. I'm not just kidding.
It just says ambush, and as you can see, these ones are restrained. It does mention detainee.
Only the penitent man will pass.
Duck!
Yeah. Hebrew Jehovah spelled with an I.
Well, I think we might as well move on.
Yeah, let's do this. We're right behind you.
Golda, if you don't want to go first, I will.
No, I'll do it. What do I got to lose?
Just your life. But it does come with the job description.
Well, I mean, the thing said that my life is pretty much forfeit unless I make it through anyway, so I gotta make it through, so let's just do this.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'm gonna move down the hallway, but not quickly, and I'm gonna keep an eye out for traps. What do you want?
Investigation.
In the meantime, Kaios goes like, yeah, sure, dimension door out.
Can you please try that?
I think we've been, from my Arcana check, I might get very high. I think we've been magically locked in here.
Oh yeah. Are we trying to open the door, and I think that's just gonna kill you?
Yeah.
Alright, so kind of checking for what do you say, pressure plates?
Pressure plates, holes in the wall where shit might come flying out. I mean,
absolutely.
Giant boulders hanging from the ceiling,
Explosions.
Smears were the last guy that tried to come through here, didn't make it. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, burn marks.
For
burn marks,
things.
yeah, scorch marks.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cuts in the wall, whatever.
Absolutely. Then go forth.
All right. So how far do you want me to go?
How far you want to go? Slowly and surely. So why you
is
move?
this to scale?
Yes.
All right. So I'm just gonna move 10 feet
Sure.
at a time, I guess. So
Sure.
that's there, I guess.
All right. So yeah, you would be able to see the door that opens to your right.
This little thing here.
Yep.
Okay.
But again, you also see. I think you see. I mean, I put your vision ranges up to what it should be.
Yeah, I see big urns at the end of the hallway, maybe. Or is
Exactly.
that Molly? Okay. So if the other guys can't see that, I'm gonna call back that I can see the door and the urns big urns at the end of the hallway, a bunch of them,
I can
big enough that I could fit inside.
Yep.
Maybe even big enough that Thorin could fit inside some of these ones.
That's the ambush. They're full of undead skeleton halflings.
I'll shoot a fireball in there right now then.
Let's not break anything we don't have to.
No.
I mean, this is a cultural site, right?
I mean, depends.
Yes.
Is this like Zelda?
There could be lots of money in there.
I mean,
break all the shit. Hold
So,
even a shopkeep.
I believe
like,
it is safe for you guys to come up to where I'm standing.
Okay, we're
Okay,
right
we're right behind you.
on your
Okay.
6.
All right, do you want me to check out that door?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
All right,
Check
so same thing. I'm gonna investigate my way to the door.
You need like a pipe. Watson, what do you conclude?
I'm bent over with the magnifying glass, looking at the floor.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
So
You move to the door, and the door is very similar in craft than the big doors, double doors you went through earlier. But this obviously, so that's.
It's not very wide, is it? Is the
Yeah.
arm gonna fit through there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So being a proper rogue, I'm going to listen
Woot. No.
listen
It is.
at the door, and then investigate for traps.
Yep.
Wait, what was that about a proper rogue?
I'm not a proper rogue. I'm probably the worst rogue ever. That's why my family kicked me out.
So yeah, you take a look.
Kept dropping stuff.
You take a look at the kind of the knob and the keyhole itself. If there's anything, you kind of go down to the ground, put your cheek on the ground, try to look underneath the rim that you can see through. If there's anything you can see.
Is there a keyhole that I can see through or anything?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, can I peek through the keyhole?
Yeah, I can't really mechanically do this right now.
I know.
But yeah, you see about 10 feet or so on the other side, you see a wall.
So there's a wall behind this door. 10 feet, give or take.
Hole behind the door?
Well, looks like there's at least 10 feet of space behind the door and then a wall.
Okay.
Can't really see to either side of it.
I mean, it's a keyhole, right?
Yeah. I can see straight ahead.
Should we investigate the end of the hallway, and then if the door's the only way through, come back to it?
I think that's a good idea.
Unless
make
there's
sure
an
nothing's-
inscription on the door, but I doubt it.
Yeah, there's
Here,
no
I'll
writing
step
or
by the
anything.
door. You go check, and
All
just in
right.
case.
So I'm gonna, do my thing and move to the end of the hallway.
Okay, Watson. Let's go.
All right.
So as you get to the end of the hallway, you start to see into the hallways that kind of lead off of this cap T intersection. One to the left, one to the right. If you go a little bit further in.
Can I go a little bit further in, or are you gonna kill me?
Sure.
There.
You
see-
see that exactly. You see that to your left. There's like a big double door that kind of ends this way to the west rather quickly, and
Yeah, there's another cave into the other side, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so more doors, cave in, and the scary jugs.
Mm-hmm. And when you get closer, you see that there's inscription on these jugs. In again Sylvan, so you wouldn't be able to read it.
Yeah, I would let Molly know that there's some kind of writing if she wants to come up and carefully investigate them.
Sure. I will.
Yeah. When you get to these jugs, you see that there are like burial treasures apparently. Of different kinds, and they speak of heroics that were done in the past, like battles and overcoming obstacles.
Well, considering we have to relive his life according to that thing, I mean, this kind of give me an idea of what his life was like. Or...
So, what you can kind of piece together from what you've heard and what you've read, maybe in the past, and specifically also what you see here, these jugs are of different sizes, and the two big ones speak of giant battles that were fought to basically secure the first foothold here. It doesn't speak about his past, just like his claims, right? Just his
What is this that's hiding here, but in between all of the urns?
Just looks like something like splintered off of the urn.
Okay.
Like it's like plaster, basically, right? Just plaster, just like stripped off from the top.
Got it. Okay. Well, I mean, there's some information, but there's not much here as far as, I don't know, what may or may not be helpful to us.
What it speaks about specifically is when he cut through the orcs, and just a general theme that you get from reading this. It seems that how it's kind of showcased is that the opponents were outnumbering the elves like by a lot, but they couldn't communicate with each other, and they were like barbaric. That's what these old as fuck things at least say.
Well, there's doors to the left, and there is a path off to the right.
Yeah, it skirts past the rubble, it seems.
Oh, it does look like it goes past the rubble. I didn't get close enough to see that. Do we want to check that door first?
Yeah. I think we go back to the door we saw and go through that.
Okay.
That's my suggestion.
I'm gonna kind of just stick to the stay here to keep an eye, make sure to sneak it up on us while.
Absolutely.
Thorin can open the door. Go for it, buddy. I'm pretty sure there's not traps in there.
It is my specialty.
Pretty sure.
All right, let's see what's in here. And I swing the door open slowly.
Which?
That might be steel right there.
So you see to your right a statue holding a stone sword in his hands, basically, right? Just down. And you see the features of this elf. You kind of take a look at Marlene, kind of take a look at the features of this elf. And he looks like so much more elvish. It's stupid.
Are you even an elf? Are you even trying, Malin?
His face is more gaunt, his cheekbones high and very pronounced. His ears are also a lot longer. They almost kind of trail off. And obviously due to the nature of stone, the hair can't really, right? But it's just like his build is like a little bit smaller, a little bit more timid. But the statue itself is bigger than anybody of you. It's just like it's a statue, right? Not necessarily life size. But very pronounced features. Very, very pronounced features.
Elves was strange a few years ago. No offense.
No, it's just I'm not native to the Feywild. I'm sure he was.
Well...
Why did, out of curiosity, why did they leave the Feywild?
I don't know. I'm not even 200 years old.
Maybe they were running from dragons in the Feywild back then.
Perhaps. I don't know. There are other elves who would know far more than I on the subject.
I mean, maybe that's why this is a history lesson as well as a trial.
Malin, you shouldn't be too afraid to kick back. Now, let's see.
Anything on that table, inscription-wise?
Books.
Books.
Books on...
But I can trade any of these, I think.
They're not, falling apart from being so old?
No. They look old.
There's a best of a tier, I think, unless it's a fake. If this thing wasn't magical, that thing would be tests. So I don't think the books are.
It's not. It looks almost lifelike. Almost as if it's looking back at you.
It's gonna bite you.
Excuse me, Mr. Deer. Just checking these books. Wait, he's not a deer. He has the horn things. What's it called again?
Antlers?
No, the beast.
That is a stag.
There you go.
That's the one.
Wow, you really did grow up in freaking dark hole. Take one of the books and kind of page through it.
As you open it, it just turns to dust and...
All right, then. That might be all we gather here.
Curious. All right. We'll put a pin in this room for now.
I think so.
Bye-bye, Stone Man. Enjoy your vigil of this book room.
I'll check the stag for a moment. Does it have any inscription on it, like commemorative of a hand or anything? Or the name of Sylvanus or any other crazy elven god?
No, but at least Marlene would kind of know that there's a certain connection between stags and elven gods. So, that's that.
Is this
Soren,
like
are
an
you
old
coming?
altar?
Oh,
Generally speaking, a stag kind of represents kind of hunting, right?
mm-hmm. I think it's mostly symbolic, Thorin. I don't think it's necessarily an altar. Anyway, I don't think there's anything more to gain from that room. We should really move on.
Sounds like a plan.
Question is, left or right?
Left has a
Again.
door, but I can flip a coin.
I don't like closed doors.
Then
Or
maybe
go
we
this way.
go down the hall.
All right.
Oh, I gotta slow down. Golda, why don't you go ahead and
Yeah. Yeah. No, you just go step on that. All right. So you know.
So good. Yep. Go on.
All right. I'm scooching. So I could, kind of glance at the rubble.
Yeah, there's been a cave in, but not as massive as the one that kind of locked you out from
It looks
initially
like
entering.
there's another door. Whoops! I just clicked accidentally on another one. It's another door there, and then a branch to the south. I'm gonna just
Exactly.
call that the south, right?
Yep.
So I'll move up to the edge. Well, I'll just move here. Looks like
Yep.
another door to the south.
Yep.
So doors and doors and doors.
Now we have 3 choices.
Pick a door.
No!
What's behind door number 1?
I say we start with the door.
Where?
I say we start with the door behind us.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like leaving stuff behind us.
Just for.
I'll go
right.
forward and just wait for Golda, I guess.
Yeah, I'm anal. I have to do the perception and investigation.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't hear anything from inside. And you also see no mechanisms attached to the door other than, well, keyhole.
All right, I'm peeking in the keyhole.
You see about 15 feet or so. There's like a wall on the other side and also like a door a little bit to the north.
Looks like another door through there. Go ahead, Thorin. And she backs away from the door. Go ahead, Thorin.
It's fine!
It's fine!
You can open it! It's good! You're fine!
No, it's really fine. It's fine. It's good. She just doesn't want to be what gets jumped on if something's in there.
Go for it, Thorin.
Great show of bravery.
The halfling says it's okay.
I have no fear. I opened the door, no problem. I don't think there's be any problem in these doors. I'm more worried about ambushes, so I'm more worrying for hidden spirits. Spirits be gone from this house.
There's a lot of doors here.
Yeah.
I thought you liked doors.
Don't like doors. So, weird tapestry, door, and maybe a door?
The tapestry that you see there showcases a sun.
Aha! Must shine straight, guys. It's one of the tests.
So, do we gotta go south?
I don't necessarily think that's what it is, but there is another door there.
There are 5 other doors.
You know that elves also have the entire Church of the Moon and Sun. It could have
Oh,
just
there's
been a
doors
sun
here
elf.
too. Ugh.
It could just be that he's a sun elf.
Right, nothing to it. And if I try this one?
Go
Open
for
it.
it.
There it is. We found it. Nice, guys.
Done!
See? I told you. It'd be easy. Doesn't seem quite as grand, but maybe one of his friends? Perhaps not good to disturb.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to touch things we're not supposed to. As much as I want to touch them.
I'd like to look it over, see if I can tell who, like without opening it, if there's an inscription of who this is.
Yeah, it speaks of a loyal retainer.
Okay.
It fell in the battle of
Yes.
the
Vietnam,
Verdant Green. I don't know.
not name.
Just think of 2 plant names.
In
like,
Nam! Back
the
in the
bushy
past.
vale.
In Nam!
I mean, it's
it's a forest, right? It's all the
Half of our
prerequisites.
stuff is still leaf-based. Give me a break.
Super leaf.
Are all of these going to be retainers then?
Possibly.
Maybe. I mean, we've already seen loyalty. Determination also seems to be one of his things. Perhaps here we have one of his brave soldiers. Let's see. And I also open this one.
Yep. I'll open this one down here.
I'll take a door. I'll go for the one across from my lane.
I'll grab
Let's
this one
open
then.
that other one. Come on.
At the same time, boys!
Yeah, everybody open the door.
Go!
2, 3.
Go.
Oh, mine's
Uh-huh.
got a little baby 2 minute. That's sad.
So does mine.
Oh. No, yours. The 2 of you, yours.
I have a blue thing in mine. There's a blue tablet.
Oh, you got a fancy
Alright.
one.
That looks
Calm down,
fancy.
calm down.
got a
Malin, you're the
baby
only
too.
one that can read here. Do your
All
thing.
right. I'll go through and. Okay. Yeah. No, there's a whole family in here.
His loyal friend, the Autumn Wind.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
I don't want to disturb this one at all. Is there something lying on there? It looks like a sword or some kind, or is
It's
that
an emblem. It's woven into the fabric.
okay? Yeah, I would like to not disturb.
Yeah, and when you take a look, it seems to be his 2 children and his wife.
Oh God, they all died.
Did you
Oh,
work for an Autumn Wind? Is this great-great-grandfather? Or is
So
W
that's the
working
same
for
door
an
to the-
imposter?
Is it like
I mean-
a title that gets passed down?
it is a title. It's the ruler of the elves.
Was it a name at one point though? Like, was that his name? Like the original Autumn Wind was actually like Autumn Wind.
Nope. It's a title. It's one of the 4 leaders. One of the 4 leaders of the elves.
That's interesting, but why would he be buried here in the tomb? Wouldn't he have his own?
Why would he be buried? I think that's more
No.
confusing to me.
Well, I mean, don't you bury dead people?
Elves don't die.
But they can die.
They can, but do you realize this means that something killed an entire, essentially, royal family, including 2 children?
10,000 years
Just
ago.
a quick information here. These are very small, like sarcophagus, for like the person that grant that way. Maybe they're not as vain as dwarves, but also they're in a tomb of someone else. So this is more like a token, probably, right? Not necessarily the real grave, but it does mean that he died. I mean, it's just like.
I still do not want anything to do with that. Let's find another path.
What about this other two?
Retainers. According to what was written on there.
On the one in the north, yeah.
It's on the one part of the north. I'll look over this one, see if it's the same.
His trusted apprentice.
Apprentice, retainer, apprentice. Fine, I'll check this last one since it's different.
His treasured wife.
Right, okay. All of these people are dead.
Well, yeah.
You're in a grave!
It's a tomb!
What do you expect?
Lose 1 intelligence point.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. They're dead, yes.
Thank you, Watson, for this insight.
But think of it. You have the loyal one, the trusted, and the treasured wife.
What's your point?
How many of them in here are dead? How many dead bodies are there? Just because we have a number we have to give later on, I want to know the number. 1, 2, 3 on the left.
7.
1, 2, yeah, 7. So write that down.
I don't think it's gonna just be that, but the main point is, if these are just token tombs, there is a reason they're here. It could have just been a painting.
Yeah.
Is it elf toleration to put things like this?
Maybe it's just his respect for his leader. When he died, he wanted in his tomb to have his leader's stuff in there. I don't know.
I don't know either. I just find it strange that. I mean, something must have happened. I don't know. Let's move on.
Maybe the orcs got him or something. I mean, from what it sounds like, they were basically carving a foothold in the real world. They probably had a lot of things to deal with.
A lot can happen in 10,000 years.
Orcs are stupid. Orcs are brute. But they multiply like freaking rabbits in the plague.
Alright, let's go.
Dwarves and elves used to have travel.
East?
Sure.
Yeah, you want to open that other door? All right. I'm checking the door.
I could do it, you know.
So good.
I have the ears of a mole.
So good. Want to open it?
Go for it, Thorin. Open it.
I think the DM was asking you, but...
No. I leave the honors to the dwarf. He's good at opening doors. I gotta let other players have it turned.
Well, makes it easy for me to show bravery. I open the door.
Golda's not a coward. She's just,
Smarter than the rest of us.
well, no, not smarter. Just, like, more cautious.
So smarter than the rest of us.
I'm very smart.
I see you opening no doors either, so you fall in that category as well.
I'm just brash, that's all.
All right, so let's take a look at this statue.
Yeah. There's writing over here, too.
All right. So, again, this is like a table. Looks like a ritual table, and the person to the south looks like Diva, or maybe an angel, but it looks a little bit off because it looks usually divas and angels and so on are more portrayed for some reason humanoid, like human. This one looks elvish, and the two wings, they are not like this extremely feathery. They look almost. They are very. It's hard to tell. Might be bat wings, might be like butterfly wings or something. I mean, it's super hard to kind of portray this necessarily as stone, right? So, but they don't have like, yeah, something like this. Yeah.
I think we should go through this. This is a door, right? South.
Yeah. 2 doors to the south and a double door to the east.
I'm gonna read the inscription on the table first.
All right. Give me a religion check, please.
Oh, good, because I'm so good at being smart, guys.
I am so smart.
In fact,
SMRT.
In fact, so smart that I can't find religion check on my list. So
It's under int.
It's not. It's missing from my list entirely. So
Wow.
You're so bad at it. Just click int. You're not trying.
It would be the
we
same,
all know it.
Simon.
Oh, yeah. Gibberish.
All right. Good
It says like these are religious texts, but for the meaning of it, I mean, really, right?
I'm no scholar.
You could read them word for word, but the meaning again, like usually, like religious texts go for like an ethical point of view or something like this, right? But that completely eludes you.
It's one of those riddles about tigers being behind doors, and she just can't understand it.
Don't open the door. Don't do whatever what you do. Do not open any of these doors. No.
So, Golda, will you open the door?
Well,
I'll open the door to the south. I'm just gonna open it.
It's locked.
Oh, can I pick it?
Good try.
Wait. Do you want to really pick it?
Well, let me investigate it first.
All right.
That's not what I meant.
What do you
It's
mean?
a door. It's locked, and you do not find any other mechanisms other than.
Is there a keyhole that I can see through?
There's a keyhole, but you can see through it.
This is a test of strength determination. Wait, increase.
I think
And where does it say a check of your pilfering skills?
So what? You wanna bash the door down?
No, maybe we do not need to go here.
Maybe you should open your door.
All right. Or maybe there's another way to open the door. I'll try to open mine. I assume the same.
Yeah, also locked.
Does the statue have like a offering plate or anything? It kind of looks like it's holding something. Is it just like?
It's holding like a sensor.
Okay, so not like.
I'm gonna look at the sensor. Is it just made out of stone, or can you put stuff
Yeah.
in it?
No. It's made like it's stylized, right? Gotcha. Obviously, the string would be much thicker because of stone. Cannot really go that like detailed and.
Golda?
Do you want me to show my grace by picking this lock? Or how about this? I'm gonna go back here. Huh? What?
That or we open this door and we come back to these if we need to.
Well, I can pick a lock from
30 feet away.
30 feet away.
Yes.
You know what? I would like to see that because that sounds ridiculous.
I can get all the way back in this corner.
I think this is a bad idea, but go for it if you want.
It's 20 feet away, but yeah. Mage hand sleight of hand.
So how does this look? I mean,
you just see this like glowing. Tool, right? You see Golda hold out her thieves' tool, and then a glowing hand takes it and just carries it over the door and starts fiddling around with the lock.
I didn't know you were magical.
You can forget that, can't
just
you?
A couple parlor tricks.
Pretty handy parlor tricks.
Learned that when I was like 5. It's fine.
Kind of literally handy, but yeah.
All right. You kind of fiddle around, and you come to the conclusion that this lock should have sprung open. It's magic to see it somehow.
Yep. Okay.
I cast Mage Hand and high five the other Mage Hand.
Turn your invisible Golda to avoid the high five.
I can't do that yet. I have to wait until. I don't think I can make it invisible, can I?
Yeah, it's like a level 3 feature. Invisible, and you can use it as a bonus action. Normally an action.
I didn't think I got that till way later. Anyway, yeah. So magically locked.
Right, yeah. I'm gonna push open this door then, since that's the next way.
wait! Let me move away. No.
The only reason I wanted to go there, by the way, is because it said it sought the power of these gods. We don't know his gods yet.
Okay,
it is
different.
It's not a spring. How do you say this? Brunnen. Fountain. Yes.
Is it dry or is it still dry?
No, there's water in it. Going like in probably feeds itself or something. And when you take a look at it with the light that kind of says like floating, well, where do you have it?
That's on my
Cast-
quarterstaff.
On a quarterstaff. All right, go all Gandalf, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of reflects in a very like white light back, and almost shimmers like diamonds are suffused in the water here, kind of reflecting the light, specifically where the water kind of pours out on the sides.
Huh. I'm shocked it still works.
The diamond under the rough, exactly. I mean, it's fairly easy to kind of ascertain. This is like a religious shrine-esque site here. Talking about.
Should we take some of the water, maybe?
I'm gonna poke my quarterstaff into the water just to like be sure it's safe. No reaction. All right. Well, it doesn't melt my quarterstaff, so that's a plus.
I'm gonna check the water for traps.
Yo,
You could drown in
people.
it. Does that count as a trap?
I will take out my water skin and fill it up with the water.
Absolutely.
what is the elven goddess or god of water? That would be represented here.
That is
I
something,
whispered to
Malin,
Malin.
you would know, and that's actually something that you could know as a player as well.
I don't as a player, so I'm asking Malin.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
What is the god that could be represented here with water?
Oh, damn! I should know this one.
Yes, you
So
should.
I was just gonna give you a look. Well, I Google things. It's not. I don't.
Seriously?
Flip to the back of the
Malin is
book.
just wait. Let me get my Tinder leaf.
Oh God, I really don't remember.
I think it's an archdemon or something like that.
Oh wait, no. Oh, it's.
Senin, Eldath.
Well, there's
I'm
Deep
thinking it might be
Chassalis, but that's a
Elfin.
sea god.
Chantea, maybe?
Shanti? No.
No,
Eldath,
that's
actually,
human.
is right. She is also the patroness, or patron, or whatever you want to call it, of the entire elven population that is living in here.
Eldath.
Yep.
Shantae is
She-
like a
she's-
harvest deity, I think.
Yeah, and Eldath is the goddess of water and
Water.
waterfalls.
Spring, streams, pool, stillness.
Exactly.
Right.
And, I mean, there is a thing that is called the Eldathine Gate in the Sisters, right? I mean,
I totally knew that. So, okay.
and basically every elf that lives in Selu Arakor, which is like the main elvish area in the High Forest, is usually like that she is the patron. She's not generally the biggest god of the elven pantheon, right? But she is kind of the focal point of the elven population here, at least. Again, the Autumn Wind representing 1/4 of the leadership of the...
I'm going to try something crazy and take
El-
my hands, cup a little bit of the water, and take a drink.
Yeah, if it
Okay,
feels
that's what-
fresh, feels good, you feel kind of revitalized.
Yeah, that dwarf would do the same.
Mhm.
As he says a small prayer to Eldath
Yeah, and I'll
Sure.
drink it out of my.
to help us through these trials. All right.
I'll drink a little bit out of my water skin that I filled up with it.
I'm gonna wait a second, make sure nobody drops dead, and then drink some.
All right, everybody of you gets the bless effect.
Sweet.
Oh, cool. What is
Gotta
it?
be brave.
That's an extra D4 for
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes or whatever.
It's normally 1 minute, but I
I thought
don't.
there was a place on here where you could click off bless, but I guess not.
I do have one, but you need to create it.
It's attack rolls and saving throws.
I can already
Yeah.
see Caius trying. I don't know why Caius, but I can already see him just fill up like 10 water skins and then go back down. Water for sale! Blessed water!
Well, usually stuff like that doesn't last outside of
No,
where
it
you drink it
doesn't.
from.
I'm gonna make sure it's my water skin's full though. I just drank some out of it.
So it's the attack and the saving throws is an additional 1d4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Interesting. I'll just give a quick nudge on the door, see if it changed, since we paid the respect to the goddess.
Nope.
No. Okay. Was worth a shot.
Well, there was another path we didn't try.
Before we go, is there any arcane runes in the doors? It look like can I see anything magical placed
No,
there?
it looks very similar to the other doors you opened thus far.
I think these doors will lead to the final tomb of Menek, but I don't think we're ready yet. Aye?
Sounds good. Let's keep going.
So south?
Yeah.
Thorin just runs on down there. Go ahead, Thorin. Open the door.
Yeah,
he's really excited. I'm not going to ruin his thunder.
I wait for Malin, and then I'll open the door because I'm not expecting traps. This is not the demonic-filled tomb.
Open it.
Yep.
Well, the demonic tomb we just opened up anyway. So
Only from the leap from the lion's head shall he prove his worth.
who is
All right, folk.
Who do you quote all this time? I'm confused.
See,
All right.
adventure books I read as a child.
Yes, exactly.
The great Jones of Indiana.
Is that like poo water on the other side?
It's a bridge, I think, with water.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
goodness.
So what you see?
There's dudes there too. With crossbows.
Dudes with crossbows. Dudes. All right. So change this up a little bit.
Oh boy.
So you see this bridge, not necessarily like a bridge with like water underneath as well. This looks like more like a two pools, right to the left and to the right, and it doesn't look like water. This looks like more like some green liquid bubbling a little bit.
Yeah.
And you see these huge statues on the left and the right, kind of on the other side of this this kind of flanking the walkway, I guess, right? The breath, actually, the it's not a stench. You just have like a sharp. It smells like sharp and a little bit unpleasant, almost like vinegar, a little bit.
All right. So
I think this is the ambush you faced.
not much of an ambush since we know they're here.
That's not the point. The point is he persevered through it. And I don't think we'll be allowed to fight back like he wasn't. I think we'll just have to wait through it. As he says, this is like strapping the shield on his arm.
Go turtle mode.
Yep.
All right.
Your guess is as good as mine.
So that means
need
I
to
just
get
take the dodge action and move the whole way across the bridge?
I need to get the, what's it called? The monkey grip on me, Emmer. Then we'll be in business.
You're not a level 31. You're not a Fury Warrior here.
Hey, I just want to be like those guys in Dark Souls. Stupid
So,
use sword with shield. Why not?
Golda's remembering the bridge in the snake room. It's not slippery looking, is it?
No.
Alright.
Do you want me to go first?
Nay, no one takes this spot from me. Alright, if you're ready.
Raise will ever be. I'll start weaving my hands together. And all of those
Gulda,
things
since you are the one who is super scared all the time, when you take a look up to the ceiling where the door is, the door's open at this point, right? So you see basically the entire the doorway. You see on the top of it, you see like openings. Like 8 openings that are about like 2-3 inches wide. 3 is a little bit, maybe 2 inches, 2 to 2.5 inches in diameter.
Shit. Stuff's gonna fall on our heads.
Fire, maybe?
Fire and steel? Burning swords?
Where are the alls about?
Show me your strength, determination, and zeal, then.
Well, somebody pick me up and run because I can't move that fast.
I can carry her. I move fast.
Sure, I'll take a.
Well, I mean, if
my
it
own.
comes to that, if shit starts falling and we gotta like do the like gauntlet of running fast and not getting hit.
The ceiling of the room itself is like vaulted. And-
I'll light my own torch just in case,
All right, give me a second.
and I'll get ready to.
I don't change. I'm not changing. Your
Yeah, no
timings.
need to change. I can already see. The only problem of the torch is just so I can see better, right? No.
Yeah.
To color, and it's mainly to see the better the ceiling. I'm gonna start going for. I'm gonna try and stay away from the holes that are in the sky.
The holes are not in the sky. They're only in the doorway.
Oh, the holes are above. Are in the door
in
frame.
the door frame, yes.
Oh.
Oh. Is there a trap there, possibly?
Oh, holes. They're like. Let me guess.
It's like things are gonna stab you trying to when you go through the door, maybe.
No.
Or like bars are gonna come down and we're not gonna be able to go back.
Bars.
I read this in a book once, and I'm gonna put the. Should I put this? Should I try to trigger it, or should we just go in?
I'm ready.
Go on, Thurin. Go. Maybe put your shield above your head, but go on.
I mean, you're the spellcasters if you wanna do anything, but if not.
No, I have nothing that will protect.
I got nothing that'll take care of that. I can make little ghosts appear. You know, I can
I push through and go through the threshold.
Oh,
All
I
right.
immediately follow her.
All right. Well, then move to the side, Marlene, because on the same place and stuff like that. Yeah. All right.
I'll
They
follow.
didn't die, right?
Okay.
I didn't
Alright.
die.
Alright, let's keep going. And I keep going into.
I'm going to keep an eye on the statues to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like they have
As
crossbows?
Thorin.
Ah.
Here we go.
As Thorin steps on the next plate, you just hear like a, and you hit behind you, shook, these iron bars kind of fall onto the ground. And similarly to that, you see out of the sooth, like the water liquid thing on the sides.
Oh, great.
Oh well.
You shall not pass.
Well, maybe.
Yes. Gotta love that initiative, guys.
Big scary lady.
Come on.
You see two kind of huge statuettes kind of step out or kind of rise out of the liquid, and this liquid kind of pouring down their features. They look distinctly elvish, but also made out of stone and wholly unhappy. As well as you see the six armors to the side kind of start to animate as well.
I hope you can conjure a windshield or something.
Yeah, you hope for a lot.
I mean, you're gonna be able to do something.
Yeah, keep hoping, man. Keep hoping. Good luck. And as you stand there and kind of take a look around and kind of turn around, as you turn around, you see that they are almost finished heaving them. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Heaving themselves on top of the.
Do you think
The
we ought to
walkway.
shoot them while they're still like struggling up? Like, can I?
I'm moving forward. I mean, I assume
You're not
that
moving. It's not your turn.
Exactly right. But the point is, yes.
Gaius, what do you want to do?
All right, I see this thing coming up, and I will immediately shoot. They came out of acid. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
Fire bolt.
Yeah, firebolt.
Let's hope the acid isn't flammable.
Yeah, it's fine.
Otherwise,
vapors?
it's like nuclear explosion. And
All right. I mean, these things are super big, right? No problem. But you hit it, and they also seem fairly like sturdy. So yeah, you do not manage to wound it with that firebolt. How does it look?
the runes on his arm start glowing. They glow almost a dark red, and then he just thrusts his hands forward, and a beam of light shoots out, and then it kind of just like explodes into fire against the chest, and that just kind of scatters around the body, but nothing seems to happen to the actual statue.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's good for now.
All right, go up.
I'm just casting that on myself.
Ooh.
All right, what happened? What's happening?
Gola kind of like throws her hand up, and all of a sudden she starts like vibrating, and like it's really hard to see.
Nice.
Almost as she is if she's like moving very quickly. It's like the kind of early Son Goku Dragon Ball thing when he's.
No, I'm doing the thing that Flash does when he wants to like phase through.
I see.
Or maybe just have a phone and they're calling you.
maybe she's just having fun. You don't know. Anything else you want to do? By the way, you should be full health. By the way, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe I thought I was. Am I not?
So anything else you want to do?
If I take the, I'm just gonna. That was my thing. I'm just gonna.
No.
Nowhere to hide. I'm not gonna move anywhere. So I'm just gonna.
All right, Thorin.
You're not best Menario, not best me. I'm a dwarf, and I go forward and
absolutely
shoot my Valorant swing at this thing. Okay, this.
All right,
work.
you got advantage on the attack right now because like it's just like climbing up.
Good.
Yeah, you hit
that.
And
why does it say false?
It says not false. It says flail.
I got a dumb question.
Below flail, false.
I don't know.
Should say hit in damage, but it says false in it.
I think because I don't know. Maybe that's probably like a macro script thing. Okay, so you hit it and you smash against this massive body, and you kind of have like there's back shock, obviously, right? So it's like hard on your arms, and it just like it shatters, and you see like a few cracks form, but other than that, like fairly little impact here.
Are the swords it is wielding part of its body?
Yeah.
Like glued?
Yeah, it looks like it's fashioned out of the same piece. So.
Okay. If it was two separate pieces, maybe I'd try something. But in this case, I'll just get that, could it? Then I step to the side as I like pull with the flail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pulling its arm to the side, and as I do, I open the underside of his armpit, which is generally the weak point in armor. Not sure if it applies here, but I'm sure we're about to
they're
find
not wearing
out.
any armor.
Calda! And you can do your thing, Calda.
You can take your reaction as to shooty.
All right, is he within 5 feet of it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, it's kind of hard to tell because she's like.
Yep.
Not square shaped.
But it's a little bit harder for you to hit it because, again, similar to why he had advantage because it's going up, you don't have the entire.
It's not fully out of the goo yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You should have a D4 added to it.
Oh yeah.
Yep, might help.
I rolled a 1. Yay!
Yeah, you see the arrow just like, or this is an arrow, right? Short bow, yeah. And so you see the arrow, and just like fall into the liquid.
Well, that's one arrow I'm not getting back.
Get better arrows. All right, enter. No, I can't block this. I mean, I can. Sure, screw it. Go there. Just trying to push this thing back, and then turn.
All right. Honey.
Okay, well, since he's there, I'm gonna run up and I'm going to try and hit that exposed spot where she shot an arrow.
All right, with
the blade.
The blade. Fuck. Can you do your 2-roll thingy? That's a lot easier that way.
Is it not? Okay, let me...
It's on the options menu. Yeah, like that hits.
Nerd, sorry.
that hits. All right, yeah, and you cut through it, and you have a lot easier time to actually wound it. But again, like this is like a big statue, so it can take some punishing.
And then I'm going to basically try and kick it back with my bonus action.
All right, punching it. Also managed to hit, but again, this is a punch against stone, so.
Yeah,
Should still work.
I'm not used to it yet, so I kind of like have to shake my hand out afterwards.
Yeah, like shit.
Should still work.
It hurt.
No, it doesn't work.
No.
Yep.
Aren't there benches? Oh, right.
Magical? No.
Yeah.
Not hers.
Right. She lost everything.
What do you mean I used to be able to punch stone?
What are you talking about? All right. Now, their turn. It steps away from you. Get your attack of opportunity if you want.
Hell yeah.
Actually,
I think
actually, before you do, it actually does something else. Oh, my bad. So you start to see his eyes flash in this verdant green, and you kind of become lethargic as you look at it. Both of you, please give me wisdom saving throws.
I do not like wisdom.
But we should have the blessing.
Whoops!
Yeah.
All right, both of you just stand there and feel lethargic.
Did you guys roll your d4s?
I did, but give me a second.
There's no helping me here right now.
Do I?
3, 2, 1. You don't.
Go.
Both of you feel lethargy kind of coming over you. And just stand there to see this thing just then step away from you before you can even react.
Ooh.
And then step fully onto the walkway, completely filling it. And you see the other one kind of doing something similar, although the eye blinky thing doesn't really happen here. That's the turn. At the end of the turn, however, the animated armors around you shoot their crossbows. First one goes at Money.
Hello.
Misses. Second one. Marlene. Misses. Third one. Emmy. Misses. The first one, Lewis, however, you will be hit, I assume, with the 22.
Shield doesn't help.
All right. Take 11 points of piercing damage as one of the arrows kind of shoots you in the side, hits you.
Ouch.
So, by the way, the effect on you two, you cannot take reactions, your speed is halved, you can take more than one attack each turn, and you need to choose between what action you want to choose, if it's a bonus action or if it's a normal action.
Boy.
And at the end of your turns, you can try to save again. 4, 5, fifth guy shoots. Gilda again, misses, however, and the last one, Thorin again, but misses this time. As they then start reloading. All right, guys.
Move up to here. So my firebolt, did it look like it did any damage or just did 0?
I mean, look at what you rolled. Didn't hit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can try one again with firebolt.
All right. This time you hit. So is this both added?
Sorry.
But the second thing, the D4.
Oh, that's the it's just 4 extra damage because that's my charisma modifier for my draconic ancestry.
I see. All right. So yeah, you hit it and burn it, and you see like a few of the cracks kind of start to get a little bit gooey where it hit.
Okay.
Good one. Good hit.
That's my turn.
All right. How do you look while you do it?
Similar thing. He kind of just he sort of zones in on where they were cracking it before, and you see the beam of light go into that crack and then kind of blow it apart so that it opens up more.
Got it. Hold up.
Golda is going to try to emulate everybody else and hit it in that spot where we've been attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you can do it. You can roll. I believe in you.
That's it.
All right. And are they disabled? Do I get a sneak attack?
They still threaten it, so you get a snack attack.
Because that's where my bread and butter is.
Yep. And you shoot it, and you hit it directly there, but the bolt just hits it, and just like a few kinks come, and you hit it pretty good still, but this is just like a bow arrow against like a stone.
Stabbing a rock, it doesn't work very well.
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly. All right, good hit though. Good hit. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Thorin.
Thorin pulls out the arrow very slowly off his side and checks it into the pool and notices that his muscles are just not answering, and seeing this large thing just raise both of its swords.
Yeah, this thing completely, really quick suddenly. Also, Caius and Gula, really quick suddenly.
He's gonna just try and keep his shield up while he tries to shake off whatever effect this is. Dodge and save.
Do I look extra scary because I got blur and I look fast?
I think he's preoccupied looking forward rather than backwards.
So you
All right, you do save.
By him suddenly.
All right.
Yep. Marlene.
I'm going to run up and I'm going to try and stab it with the blade.
Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Nice. So I hit it.
I'm going to find a crack and I'm going to stab right where that crack is and just twist, trying to essentially break off a piece of it.
Yeah, and you do. And like a little bit of the soot, the stone, just like falls to the ground.
But
nice.
I can't take any bonus actions, right? I can just try and make another wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's why I couldn't do anything. Swing the flail once, or couldn't even do commander.
Alrighty then. His turn. So he kind of takes a look at you. Show me what you got. Just kidding. Alright, and the two swords just they go whoosh, down, one at each one of you. Disadvantage against Thorin. Missing horribly. No disadvantage against Marlene. How are you looking against 23?
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. I need more of these dice here.
What do you mean
That's
to
a bad
decrease
thing.
your
I
AC?
need more dice.
Alright. 10, 14... 20 points of bludgeoning damage as this sword hits you. I mean, these are not sharp swords, these are stone, right? That's why it's bludgeoning.
That's what I was gonna say. Nice sword.
Yeah, it hits you.
Ow.
The other one just stands there, looking your direction. Yes. Sorry, end of the turn.
Yeah.
The 6
Yes.
dudes shoot again. First one. Emmy, with disadvantage, shooting it against 18.
18 hits.
Alright. You pew. Take 5 points. So you can even take half of that if you want. Or you can wait. See if you get a shot again.
Maybe.
You need to do it. Decide it now, though.
I'll just...
Next shot against Caius.
2 points, I
Miss.
guess. Or
Then
do I
Thorin.
round up or down?
Down, always. With disadvantage because you dodge. Missing you horribly because of it.
Good thing.
Third one. Golda again. Disadvantage still. Missing. Fourth. Holy shit, they really don't like you, Golda. Missing you
fine.
still. Again. Missing again. Last one. Caius. 18.
That hits.
And 7 points. As they again crank their stuff. Alright.
Caius, can you do anything about that?
Nope.
Alrighty then.
Kill these ones fast.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Kill it faster.
Can try
Would like
that.
that very much, please.
Okay. So does it look? Oh, there's one behind it. Shit. Okay. I cast magic missile at the one in front of me.
All right. Pew pew pew. Hit. No problem.
Why wouldn't it roll when I click it?
Anything else you want to do?
Nope. It's not rolling on my screen though.
You gotta look under your character sheet.
Oh,
There's
so
probably a
that's
thing
all
asking
level,
what
yeah.
level you want to do it.
Thank you. Level 1. Oh right. Wow. Look at all that damage I just did.
Yeah, that's 6 points.
Seriously?
Yeah.
All right. How does it look?
So his hand opens, kind of like what it looks like on the screen there, with his hand opened up and there's that swirling arcane symbol, and all the lights kind of light up on his arms, and then 3 bolts just fire out, and they go around Thorin and Malin, and then fire into the chest of this thing.
Nice. Let's do a little bit. Who knows where it's from? Golda.
She's just gonna take another shot at it, trying once again to hit it in that same spot.
Yeah.
Since it's weakened there.
Oh yeah, good hit. Ooh, really good hit. Whoa, you angry boy. All right, still though, just an arrow. But yeah, good one. Good one on that. You see the first wear, kind of few cracks here and there, a little bit like of broken up stones lying on the foot of this thing. Doesn't seem to slow down. All right, Thorin.
All right. Now back in swing. You notice gives like a few rounds with his flail. Notice that his muscles are working fine. So as Golda hits him and he like reels back, I'll go for the sweep at the legs of this giant thing.
Oh, good luck.
You're gonna trip the statue.
Yeah, that's it.
Sprain your ankle trying to trip it.
And as I hit, what? Did that hurt? Hurt your feelings? And I bring it back and go for the face.
All right. Let's see if I
How
do
the
make
hell?
a save.
Okay.
So yeah, it's goaded by you, I guess. Oh wait, what's that? What kind of effect is that? Doesn't say. Huh?
It's a wisdom save. It is no effect. It is not a charm. This one is special. That's why I got this one. It always works.
All right. So yeah, you hit it twice. Boom, boom. Against this thing, wielding your flail. It just like bounces off, leaving a few marks just behind.
I kind of look to my back to see if I should get my hammer, but seeing all the arrows, I keep my shield. Keep my cool. Not yet.
All right. Marin.
Okay. Doing the thing that I've been doing okay at so far.
Okay.
Though that probably...
Breaking your knuckles.
No, she doesn't. She can't right now. All right, yeah, you punch it. No, you strike at it, but the weapon just doesn't line up correctly. It just glances off.
Okay.
It's not enough.
Of course it's not.
All right. This dude doesn't. And with its... Seems to be focusing Thorin for now. First attack. Misses. Second attack. For 28.
28 does it.
Okay, I would just want to make sure. So not a crit. Close one, though. Alright. So here it comes. 18 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you. Right in the front and kind of basically pushing the breath out of your lungs as it hit. Alright, that's it's done. Which brings up the dudes to your sides. First one, Caius.
Yep.
Not getting crit.
That's good.
4 points.
4 points. All right.
Again, Caius. Miss. Good old Golda. Still disadvantage. Miss. Marine. Miss. And gold die again. Disadvantage. No crits, but a miss instead. Last one. Thorin. Miss. Alright. Dice.
I will cast Ball Lightning from my Signet Ring,
Oh, nice.
and I'll cast it right on top of, like right just behind these guys, so it's the top of this one, so it hits this one.
What does it say for a react? Okay, is it a stream or is it like an explosion, like a fireball?
No,
What does it say?
it says it's not an actual spell because I think you made it. But it says you spend 2 charges as an action, which I did. One, you create 1 to 4, 3. I'm creating just 1. 3-foot diameter spheres of lightning.
I see. Okay.
It's
Okay. What does it do? Do they need to save or?
It appears in occupied space. You see within 120 feet of you. I want to make it on top of that one. As long as I concentrate. Shed stim light at 30 feet. As bonus action, I can move it. No, when a creature comes within 5 feet of the sphere's damage, it takes damage.
All right. How much?
4d12.
All right.
Ooh, fancy spells.
Yeah.
So what's the save?
It doesn't say it has a save.
Should be a save.
There
I guess
be.
should be Constitution, right? I think. Makes sense. Constitution if you go into an area. What's firewall? What's firewall save? I think it's Constitution.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
It's dexterity. Choose one.
This thing is probably close to a fire sphere.
Dexterity.
Choose dexterity. All right. What's your normal modifier? So, if you want to change it or do you another spell instead because of it, it's fine, right? But it should have like a save if you come. It's same as firewall, right? It's like very similar in that regard. So
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, my regular DC is 16.
16. All right. So both of them are in it, right? If you put it between them.
It's only 3 foot, so I don't think both of them are in it.
3 foot? I think 5 foot. Didn't you say 5 foot?
It says 3 foot on the thing. 3 foot diameter sphere of lightning.
So
but if you get in 5 foot, right?
6 foot wide. Yeah, right.
So you hit both of them. 16. That's what you said, right? Dex save 16.
Yeah.
Made a crit on the first one and a 19 on the second one. Okay,
Jesus. So
so they both save. It's not a hits against you, right? So that's good. So it's do your damage, half damage.
Okay.
Obviously.
So, just to roll, do I do /GM roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it. Is that all you want to do?
I had to do my bonus action to move it. I think actually, I created it there. Yeah, that's all I want to do for my turn. That's fine. So half that.
Yeah, you see both of them, kind of the lightning kind of corrodes through them, but they're stone. They're quite grounded. So yeah, but you see like the electricity certainly like blasting into them.
I just want to try that spell because I've had this.
Yeah, it's a good spell. Like look at how many things you have thrown. It's pretty sweet. All right, go up.
Gonna keep doing what's been working for me. Arrow to the soft spot.
Oh yeah, soft spot hit.
Wait, well, how did I get a 30?
D4.
Yeah, I also D4. Yeah, I also got a 30. It's like what the hell?
What? No, yeah, you nearly crit. Right, it's a 9. You rolled a 19.
Oh, yeah.
Why is your bonus +2 though? I don't know why you have a bonus +2. Oh yeah, I know why you have a bonus +2. It's okay. It's fine because of your braces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Ping. All right.
She only misses when I tell her to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
like
strong, independent halfling. I miss on purpose.
Like if you miss, just remember that you can still add like a d4 to your attacks. I mean, with a 30, but just like if you miss, you still need a d4 to your attacks. This goes by the way for your saves too. I don't know if you did this, Marlene, thought, but yeah.
I think it's been reflecting that for
All right.
mine.
Yeah, I don't know if you had the modifier like.
When I hover over it, it says the saving throw modifier is there. So.
Okay.
All right. As this thing, it's starting, he like puts his shield around it to stop that arm, and as this thing like pulls it back, pulls the dwarf with it, and while in the air, the dwarf swinging his flail around his head just brings it down like an helicopter and tunk 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 repeatedly on the face of this thing, trying to chip away at it.
Yep.
Miss, I think, the second one.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. Okay, so hits him a bunch of time, but it's like every hit only does a few scratches, and as this thing comes and swings his second sword, he lets go and falls, dodging it, and gets back up. Poof, poof, on his shield. What's that? Is that all you got?
Alright.
Alright. And it seems he's faring much better, just getting himself into a frenzy.
Alright, nice. Your effect ended now, right? From the round earlier, the effect ended now?
Yes. It's all my effects are single turn. That's why they're not OP, right?
Molly.
Single turn.
Okay, making another slice with the blade. And I'm not sure that's gonna hit.
It's with the 4? Yeah, it's with the 4. No, it's a miss.
Okay, well, did I tell you guys that I'm not a good fighter anymore?
But maybe you can make wisdom saves.
Alright, on their turn, this one starts to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know this, what Dr. Malcolm says in Jurassic Park 2? Ideal bite size? Yeah. So, first the one that is looking to your side there does like a sweeping attack with both of its swords. Missing the first, missing the second one, as you are smaller than anticipated when you jump to the ground when it comes. However, this opens you up for the second attack, the first attack from the other one.
Roll on the ground!
17.
17. I roll on the ground and clink with my shield. It gets just on the side and like the shield is now bent.
Alright. But you manage to dodge all the attacks. The other attack is just like backhands at Marlene. 18.
That hits.
Backhands Marlene and streaks her across the shoulder, nearly pushing her overboard for 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Please stop breathing in the microphone. Alright. End of the round. Arrows, come up again. First one. Good old Thorin.
Of course. But I'm prone.
22.
God damn it.
I mean, mechanically you're not prone, right?
I know.
6 points.
Alright.
As one shoots you in the ass.
God damn it, you always go for the awkward places on the dwarf.
Marlene! Shot from another one. Misses. Marlene again. Hits. For 4 points.
Don't tell me you forgot how to grab arrows.
I instinctively reach out to catch it just from muscle memory.
It shoots.
I don't know why.
Alright.
It through my hand.
As you wander, another one shoots into your direction. This time you duck.
You catch it with your hand, literally.
Yeah, she does. 12 doesn't hit you, Caius, right?
No, I have 14.
Easy, alright. Last one. Go Emmy again, like with disadvantage. Doesn't matter, it's a miss. Alright, that's that turn. Caius.
I'm going to twin spell cast Firebolt at both of them.
Alright, pew!
1 and 2.
Both hit.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So I go left, right. I go main and then second, right? That's what I do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. So what are you doing here? Luck.
So he's been firing with one hand. He brings his other hand up, kind of looks at one, points at the other, and then just you see like the energy build up, and then his arms just shoot backwards as he fires the 2 bolts into both of them.
Nicely done. Golda.
Same deal. Gonna try to. I mean, I'm a one-trick pony.
It's a good trick, Joe.
It's a good trick, it's it.
Yeah, I had the sneak attack clicked, it just wasn't going.
It's not good. Alright, hit it again. Pew! You see like a few really big like gashes at this point in the statue. So it can take some of it. Alright, Thorin.
Alright, being outnumbered by this dice, you get this one down quick! And I try to put the one that's falling apart down so I can then get to the other one. Hopefully not take too many. Right?
Alright, that's it.
Bring in with a nice crunching swing, get the first swing about, and as I do, I immediately change as the flail rebounds and spin around to the other side, taking one of their blows.
Same target?
Yes. Always the same target until it falls.
Alright. Yeah, it takes it.
Alright. Do I do this? Yep. No, I'm fine. Okay. Bonus section, do I have anything? No. Okay. Molly.
Okay, feeling a little faster, feeling a little better now. Not
Come on.
doing well though, so swing my blade and it just kind of glances off with a couple of sparks off the stone. And seeing that, I'm going to go ahead and just fall into a defensive stance.
All right. Defensive stancing.
Now that I finally can.
This one moves here, and the eyes start to light up. Green, 3 of you, please give me wisdom saving.
No, I just got out of this!
Counterspell.
It's not a spell.
Damn it.
It's not.
No!
Not this time! Not this time! I put my shield up.
Alright, wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom.
Yes.
God damn it! DC
is 17. That's not 17.
Sure is.
You can try and roll a d4.
You know what? Somehow I think that's not going to help me.
That bad, huh?
It can't be much worse than mine.
Oh yeah, it is.
Does not make 17.
Alright, so kind of everything around you kind of starts to speed up, and they move like lightning quick.
You guys need to wise up. You're not stepping up to the challenge. You need to be wise.
The other one kind of sweeps against you guys. First one against Thorin. 22.
God damn it.
As you kind of turn around, bring up your shield, then turn around again. Nope!
Flank! Flank!
14 points of bludgeoning damage. The other one goes against Marlene. Disadvantage. Ooh! 20.
Oh god, that's with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I think you just avoided a crit, though.
So this hits? Is that what you're telling me?
All right. I'm probably going down, that's what I'm telling you.
That's 21 points.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, shit.
Alright. You feel like Marlene kind of fall to the ground. Alrighty then. So you don't need to worry about the magic effect anymore.
But hey, she's dying slowly.
She's dying very slowly.
I'm gonna get buried in the best Elvish too.
Alright, the dudes shoot. Now just 3 of you left. First one shoots Thorin.
Of course it is.
Second one shoots at Caius. What did I say? 17? Hits you, right?
That hits, yeah.
6 points. Next one. Oh, wrong. Thorin. Crit. 17 points as he shoots you right in the hand, in the wrist.
The dwarf isn't looking so good.
Marlene isn't either. Speaking of Gulda, they also have just 1 trick. Shooting at you, still with disadvantage. Therefore missing. And the last one. Caius.
Yep.
14?
That's my AC, so that hits.
Alright. Ooh, a good one for 11 points.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Hopefully you have
As he shoots,
some big magics.
as he shoots you in the calf. Chunk. All right.
Okay. Well, I can only do one action. Yeah, see, I don't think this works on fucking people like that. I am going to cast Fireball
Yeah.
back here, so it doesn't hit anybody but this one.
The one for yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can't hit the other one without hitting Thorin, so
Can't put it out over the lava?
I can,
Or-
but it'll hit Thorin too because he's in the middle
Yeah.
of the two of them,
Okay.
and he's almost dead.
Or not
so.
the lava, you know what I mean.
When
Or
they
is
were, at the
acid.
beginning, when they were all there, it would have worked, but yeah, now it's more difficult.
Alrighty then. Pew, pew, pew. This is, so magic effect.
DC 16.
Dex.
Yeah.
Dex doesn't make it, even with its advantage against saves. Alright, that's a good one. Blasting it, it's like nearly toppling over. Just like going down with the blades and kind of putting itself up, and you see like the molten stone kind of like slowly flowing over the shoulders down the chest of this beast.
Yeah, he just yells. He's like, "I see steel. I see no fire." And he throws the fireball.
Nice. Good one. That was a good hit there.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
They're made out of stone,
Yeah.
not steel.
Go down.
Listen, don't take this away from me.
Golda's gonna try to like, she sees it went down, she's gonna try to finish it off, hopefully, maybe, possibly, please.
Sure. Okay, how you finish it?
Well, wait, let me give you the...
It doesn't
It went
matter.
over.
You had one hit point.
Oh, really? I was so close.
Yeah.
She just fires an arrow, and it kind of hits a chunk that makes it... Like, if you've ever seen, like, hot rock explode, it just, you know, pops and shatters the whole thing.
Alright, shadows folds and crumbles into like these big rocks, and you see like these green like energy beams kind of shooting out of the sides of it for a second, until then just like crumbled rocks lie in front of Marlene and Thorin. Speaking of which,
Right, with an arrow sticking in his shield and right through his hand, he just plucks everything out, reaches for the back, grabs his warhammer. Time to... and just drops everything else to the ground, and tries to get on this final statue. Do I have anything? No. Okay, let's see.
I mean, she's not in the way anymore.
First swings. Great,
I
I
don't-
need to...
I don't know what you mean by that.
That's what happens when you don't repeat the macro after a while.
Yeah, they have some issues with because Roll20 kind of changed some stuff on the back end. In a few weeks, it should work itself out if there are any bugs right now. All right, that's it.
It's not granting advantage or anything, right? So, can I do anything good here? It's a 1 in 100, but I like my odds. So go for a big swing right at the hip with his hammer, just trying to overpower
Yeah,
this
that's about
thing.
that's about as low as you can reach because it's like below you. Okay, let's see.
Should I
I'll
roll
make
a
the
wisdom
save.
save, by the way, for the last round? To break out of the...
Yeah, at the end of your round, you can make it wisdom save again. I don't think you did it.
I didn't do it.
Okay, it still takes the bonus damage though.
You can roll a d4.
You know what? Sometimes I think that's not going to help me.
Okay, and as he brings the hammer back up with both his hands, just swings at the top head of this thing. That's not gonna do it.
No, you hammer against it, but the shock just like hurts your elbows, and you just like it just looks
Recoil.
there, no crack, no anything there, just withstood.
Mm.
All right, Marlene, die slowly. That's dying slow. That's not dying slowly.
I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm working on it.
Yeah. All right. By the way, the D4 shouldn't be working on that, but doesn't matter.
Okay. I don't know why it is.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's not a save. There was a lot of debate about it. It's not a save. All right. Now, Caius, since you're so kind, just standing next to this thing.
Yep.
First attack against Thorin.
Good.
25.
With it, even with shield.
All right, you're shieldless here now. Hit for 16 bludgeoning. Second attack against Caius for 29.
Yeah, that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Just hits though. It's very close.
All right, good. Yeah. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. What can I say? 13, 15, 21 points bludgeoning.
Ow.
All right, and it quickly then steps away from you, so you can do your attack of opportune, and steps up here.
With my quarterstaff, watch this shit. Yep.
That's a miss. So you hit it at the quarterstaff, the tip just breaks off. It's like, nope, dang it.
Damn.
My quarterstaff. All
Wait,
right,
why did it disappear?
It didn't disappear.
Oh.
Moved on top of this thing. Let me put it this way. Maybe this is a little bit easier
Okay.
to understand. All right. So steps in front of Thorin here. Then the dudes shoot again. First one shoots at Caius, because why not? Misses. Second one, Caius again. Misses. Third one. Hold up. Disadvantage. Miss. Fourth. Hold again. Miss again. Fifth. Caius. That's a hit.
Damn it. I almost moved like they do.
14, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
9 points.
Okay.
And
Eyes
last
looking
one.
rough.
Last one, Caius again. Really hate you. 4 shots against you this round. Hits you again. Is that the end of Caius? Ooh,
See.
6 points.
No, he's okay. But I mean, he's not okay. He's just,
It's not okay.
he's standing.
All right, and they start to reload. In their just
Time to pull out the ray of disintegration or something.
Yeah, I don't have that. I only have 5th level spells, man. What you want from me here?
Clearly more than you're offering, man.
Yeah. I have blight, but that doesn't work on stone, guys. Sorry. As far as I know. I am going to go down swinging, so I will shoot fireball again.
all right, nice. That worked last time.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh yeah, this time a little bit better. As the thing gets drenched in the fiery inferno. Makes it safe this time though.
Half damage.
They seem extremely sturdy against magical energy as well as your mundane weaponry. All right.
This magic weapon is so good.
Make it safe. Go
Oh yeah, that's true.
Huh.
Yes. Sorry.
Just
Do-
the
do
number
I-
you were
do-
looking for.
Do I waste the snake ring on this thing with a fireball?
That's up to you.
Think about it.
It might be something worse down the line. I don't know. I'll shoot it.
You have 6 seconds to decide in a round.
All right, I'm shooting it with my short bow because I don't trust that ring anyway. It's evil.
All right. That's a good hit.
Someday my roll will roll.
Whoa, that's pretty nice. That's pretty neat. All right, another good hit against this thing. Kind of getting a groove here. No, not plus, minus. All right, nice. You see the first tear on this creature too now. Thorin.
Gotta go big or go home. I just take a quick look at Malin, who's on the ground. It wasn't
Just
even
lying
this
there,
thing that.
mouth open.
Yeah. this thing that put it down, but I'm gonna presume it is, and just take my frustrations out on it.
Good one.
As the dwarf brings back the hammer and just takes his big swing. Let's.
Put the hammer down.
Oh right. Oh god damn it!
Oh yeah.
That works.
That works.
And as he brings the hammer down, shatter! And begins shattering stone. The reverberation makes the entire, ripples around the whatever that puddle is, and dust come off it.
Absolutely. Nice.
Second. Bonus action one. I will. Give me a second on that one.
I need to do math. I hate you.
Those should be 3 big hits.
Yeah. All right. So all 3 hits. So the first one is 33. So that's 16.
Yes. The second one.
Yeah.
Was
The other
25.
one. The other one are easier. That's 14. It's 12.
12 and 13.
Yep. All right. 3 big hits. Boom, boom, boom. Like you worked with this thing. This thing was to shatter stone. Yet this thing isn't just broken apart by this. It's pretty awful and awesome, I guess.
All right. Still standing, which means let's try and put it down fast.
All right.
Well,
another flurry of blows. Yeah.
Yep. And last one again, same thing. Give me a second. 20.
Yep. That's it.
All right. So it just brings the hammer back, shatter it, and it goes like, and each swing just you see splinters of stone go. At this point, his face is gray, covered in stone dust. As he just keeps hammering at this thing, not completely caring about himself.
Yeah, and it still is moving. It still can take some more punching.
Yeah, it's missing off its torso, but it appears it doesn't need that part.
Just broken up, the chest completely smashed to bits, the side completely broken off and fell to the ground and into the liquid to the sides. All right, Marlene. Yep, that is what I was expecting. All right,
that happened.
Yep. All right, this thing's turn again. All right. Moves here, steps onto Marlene, and tries to shove Thorin. As it starts to wrangle with him, the eyes glow up again. Both of you give me wisdom 7 throws, please.
Oh my god, I just got rid of this.
That's how I felt.
Oh yeah. Fuck you, stone statue.
I am wise, like Gandalf. No, I'm not. I don't have the shield. I tried to ping it up. Oh, wait. It's on the ground.
Fuck! Alright, in the end of the turn, these dudes shoot at you again.
Great. Dodge, Caius, dodge.
First one against Caius. Yeah, hits.
Okay.
With 18.
Yeah, that hits.
6 points.
Alright.
Golda, next one. Still disadvantaged. Last few rounds of it, though. Misses. Holy misses. Really bad. Again. Third one. Misses again. Again, Golda. Fourth one. Misses again. Fifth one. Again, Golda. Yep, misses. That last one against Kais.
Come on.
Misses, though.
Ah, yes. I can't believe I lived.
I rolled a 9, so...
Jesus.
I rolled a 3. Alright, your turn.
Okay, I will bonus action move the orb so it's touching this thing. So I'll do the orb damage to it. So
Alright.
So DC 16 dex save, and then I'll also cast Fireball again to hit it.
Does not make the save. Holy moly, that's a good one. Alright, firebolts. Pew pew.
Fireball.
Fireball. Alright, how do you kill this thing?
Awesome. So he's just like, all right, I've had enough of this, and he just puts the
Oh,
signet
just
ring
see your
out.
headbuds.
You see, I know. You see the ball lightning come behind it, and like it starts electrifying the whole thing, and then the fireball just explodes, and the whole thing just becomes ash.
Nice. It falls into the sides here, into the water.
And then I run to there. I'll try to pick up Malin's body if I can and drag it with me.
All right.
Actually, I'm almost. Yeah, I'll try to do that. So I'll get as far as
All
I can
right.
with her.
Yeah, you can do, but it's difficult terrain. Like it's half your movement speed if you drag one along, I think.
So I was there. Probably get to like here-ish.
Like here-ish or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that.
All right, and she's then there. All right, go there.
If I see them moving, I'm gonna. Oh, I forget. I can dash and then bonus action.
You have 3 movements.
So I'm just gonna get. Maybe I'll get up to where Caius is and help him drag. Grab an arm and just help him try to drag Malin.
All right.
I'm not the best at dragging.
All right.
So yeah.
Just stand in front of me. That's good, so they don't get hit by the side.
Jeez, but you're so small.
I'm not cover at all.
Okay.
You could be covered for me. How about?
You're gonna have to drag me in a second, just so you know.
Still covered in dust. Thorin just takes his warhammer and like puts it through the string on the shield, right?
Yeah.
And around the flail, just puts it on one shoulder. Everything as he goes forward. Oh, you're on my way. With the other hand, grabs Malin, swings it over his other shoulder, and just tries to power through.
All right, so 1, 2. I mean, it takes like 10 squares to get through, and like it's 20 squares to get through. Like if you multiply it, so let's just say 15 squares to get through with like one on your shoulder. That's what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't work if you don't. Else, no. So you stand just there where you are because you also need to put up all your gear that you throw on the ground. Kind of, and it doesn't really make much difference if you stand there or there, anyways, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's one more round of showtime. So they shoot. First one against. Which round is it? 8. So nearly spell. Nearly ran out, Golda. Nearly. Golda. First one misses. Thorin for 18.
18. It's without the shield.
For 9 points. Third one. Thorin again for 20.
Same.
For 11 points this time.
Okay.
Next one. Against Caius.
Alright.
For 13.
13? Misses. Yes.
Oh, it was 14.
14. Hit.
Ooh. No.
Not a troll.
I was looking for 14. I was like, ooh, that was one more, and he needed
it was
to
close.
hit you. Yeah. Next one again, Golda. That's the 4th one. Still disadvantage. 17.
17 meets.
So hits. First hit against you, I think, or maybe second or so. 7 points.
I'll take half.
What a troll.
I don't care. Like I just take half because I decide to. How about
Why
this?
don't you on the front line? You should be tanking.
Yeah. Dodge tank.
Last one. Yes, how are you feeling? Feeling lucky?
Sure.
Yeah, you are. I'll roll to 3.
Good.
Hey. You know how lucky I'm feeling?
Yeah, you do. I'm
feeling like I'm back at Fire Emerald.
Alright, so guys, what are you doing?
Running for this door and trying to open it because Thorin
So
has
you let
knowledge.
loose of Malin?
Yeah, because Thorin
As-
has her. So.
As you step on that stair on this last step before the door, you hear like a again, and you see the figurines on the sides kind of turn into the original positions.
Thank Christ.
So, guys, do you think maybe if we just run past them, we might have
Yes.
had to do
But
that?
how are you going to run past the statue? That was the
Mhm.
entire point.
I'm little. I could have gotten through its legs, maybe.
Yeah, you do. Because it's large and you're 2 sizes smaller, you could have run past them.
But I wasn't gonna get anywhere near this thing.
All right, so yeah, you open the door.
Yeah.
opens up without problem, I need to move.
I consider running after they dropped the first one, but Malin was on the ground, so she wasn't moving.
I will use my whole movement to get behind this wall because I don't fucking trust.
Absolutely.
These things have stopped moving.
I'm gonna go walk back to the other door and step on that plate and reactivate
All right.
the statue.
So Thorin, what do you want to do?
I'm dragging Malin all the way out and immediately asking Golda to check on her.
Wow, is that hit points true to you?
Yes, that's why I said I can fire emerald.
2 of you? Really? 2 of you?
How many do you have, Thorin?
1.
I
Means
have
I'm
2.
standing.
Yeah, I
More than I've got.
have 2.
I guess I'll do a medicine check on Molly. I'm
and
really
Golda is
not good at
taking
medicine.
5 damage the entire fight.
Yeah.
Screw you.
You want to make a medicine check, or
just
what?
a great use of a spell, really.
Yeah.
You want to do a
Spell
medicine check, or you want to use medical supplies?
I guess I could use. Why'd I do that? I have a healer's kit. I'll use a healer's kit.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
All right. So you're not dancing with death here, because she was at 2 failed saving throws.
Oh, sick.
That returns me to 0, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just unconscious. Okay. Thank God.
I'll sip that to her, so you gain 5 hit points as I give you potions. To Malin.
Yep.
You have 5 times the hit points I have.
Yeah, you're up now, Malin. I give you 5.
Hey, Thorin. You look like shit.
I had to drag an elf through Crumblestone.
Thanks. Oh god. I'll
What?
try
It's
and
just
stand
a
up.
part for the course, right? For our relationship.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the entire.
I mean, I'm forgetting the amount of times I have to pull Malin unconscious away from the fight.
Let's
Happened
count
with
them,
the
shall
acid
we?
in Silvery Moon.
All
Happened
right.
with the orange.
Just in
Okay.
case.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't catch it. When he arrived, he faced fire and steel. He showed strength, determination, and zeal. The foe's cunning laid an ambush, you see. Broken ranks running made them the detainee.
Yeah, we could have broken the ranks, ran, and
But
Yeah.
how are you going to run through the statue?
I mean,
don't
that's the
think-
point. It's an ambush.
Yes, right.
I'm just-
okay.
But
Step
I'm okay.
one.
We
We
could
made
jump in the acid and ran that way.
That's why I tried to trip the other one, right? I went
Yeah.
for the 1 in a million because if I tripped it, it would be prone. Then I could take the time to take Malin and ran, but yep, 1,001 chance.
Yeah, they have pretty high strength.
But
All right. So yeah, you kind of awoken again, and you see Caius and Thorin like multiple arrows stuck to
I
them
still
in
got
multiple
an arrow
places.
through my hand.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe we would want to rest a little bit. Maybe.
A short rest, maybe. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Great. You
But
can-
your spell ends now, okay?
Yeah, my spell's over. Sorry. I did waste half my spell slots.
all right. I don't suppose you have a cozy place for us to rest in here, sir. Menard.
Yeah, in this corner.
This corner seems.
You could use that rock there as your pillow. You like rocks as pillows, right?
You guys
Yeah.
just want to do a short rest, right?
Short rest, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything hurts.
Might
Yeah.
not hurt to try and do more later.
All right. I'm just gonna roll 5d6 and see what happens here, guys.
Yeah, you
Perhaps
can continue to roll, right? You don't need to decide I want to roll 1, 2, 3, then you just roll a few and then
Yeah.
you roll.
That was great.
Are you going to be all right, Caius? You ended up expending quite a lot of your magic.
I'm okay. If we fight things that are a little more natural, then it might be better. But I'm okay. I'll got lots of tricks up my sleeve still. No more fireballs though.
I raise my eyebrow when you say lots of tricks.
Actually, I can still do fireballs just at a higher level. It's fine.
You can also kind of rejigger your sorcery points as well.
Yeah, it costs a lot to get third level slots though.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can rejigger, and you can also like you can really blend up like as a sorcerer, right? You can use a bonus action to get like sorcery points from lower level, and then kind of mix and match.
Yeah,
That's right. Yes.
I'm just doing something asinine. I'm just gonna cast a minor illusion of a cozy campfire, like.
You know what? I'll take it.
It feels warm, but your hands are still cold.
And you put the sword in it. It's a bonfire.
I'll take the time to like try and like wrap up my wounds and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do during a short rest.
Like you have a few concussions and like really big blue. Everybody of you, except Golda, I guess.
Yeah, I'm wearing my shield back into place.
I'm gonna take. I have one healing potion. I'm gonna take that.
If you want to, sure.
How
What
much
type of potion do you have?
I have a greater.
Wait, a greater?
Yeah, we got
Save it.
Save it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's clearly for a more dangerous situation. If you have hit dice, use them.
I used all of them.
More dangerous situation. Great.
Dangerous? More dangerous? What? Yeah, if shit really hits the fan.
No, but since Simon allows it as a bonus action, so
yeah, as long as you have it on your belt. I'll say though, there are drawbacks to have it on your belt, because if there's stuff like hitting your faces and shit, this stuff gets lost a lot easier and destroyed and stuff. That's the drawback. Right?
But it's worth the risk normally.
But I think like why would it take I don't know. I mean, if you want to call balancing, but then healing potions are useless basically. All right, so yeah, you wait an hour, nothing happens.
You
Other
guys
than heretics. Everything
I think
heretics.
that might have been the ambush that was talked about in the riddle.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No. So.
The what?
Okay, so.
Make an insight check to see if he's lying. No.
Thorin, brave old Thorin. There's a door right next to you. You want to open it?
There's one here too.
There's one at the end of the walkway to wall onto.
This one's gonna be full of healing stuff.
Yeah.
Just a healing bath.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's the Lazarus pit.
Whoa! All of my Roll20 stuff just suddenly shut down.
Yeah. Now I can tell you guys. Quick. All right. So yeah, the hour passes by, and you kind of recoup and regain like some composure. Like you really look like dinged up here.
Yeah, that works especially.
Kai is too.
Oh yeah, because I didn't go down or anything.
I mean,
yeah,
it's fine now, but
I mean, you still look shit, right? It's just like
yeah. But before, I mean, if it was me and the goblin had a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
But it's
I was.
Here's how I envision hit points and hit dice. Like it's like a thing more of stamina. Like if you knock someone out while you're boxing, he isn't not knocked out and dead. But if he takes 5 minutes to breather, like that continuous like punching in the face doesn't necessarily knock him out the same as it did like 5 or 10 minutes ago, right? That's kind of how I see it. So most wounds are just like, as I said, like if it's like literally like health points, you would all have like broken ribs and fucked up like everything, right? If you're so low, but it's like more about stamina and kind of being able to take it more beating rather than like a fatal blow. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Like damage more than D&D in my mind. All right. So, what next?
Open sesame.
Which one? There are 3 doors.
I'm standing by one.
All right. I mean, I know you're not opening that one because you're standing there, but...
I mean, I'll do my stuff before I open it. Thorin can just open his.
Give me just a moment for some reason. Roll20 is not being cooperative.
I mean, I can go first if you want.
Mine.
If you want, sure.
I'm gonna pull out. I don't know where we got this. Can't remember, but I have a Death Ward scroll.
Yeah, we got that at the siege.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm.
So
How does that work?
I'm gonna use that on Malin because she went down.
All right.
So
For 8 hours, if you die, you just like plop back to 1 hit point.
Yeah. It lasts for 8 hours. So I'll open it up, have the arcane knowledge kind of spill into his head, and then he just looks at Malin, touches her arm, and then casts it.
Mm-hmm. And you feel icy cold shower shivering down your spine, but
That should make things a little easier if you go down again.
Right. Well, thank you. That felt strange.
Yeah, it's like death magic, so it doesn't feel. It's weird stuff.
Ah.
But
I mean, if you die, you're my servant and undead and stuff, but everything else is fine. All right. So meanwhile, Gola, you kind of take a look at the door. Seems like the other doors you've kind of been thus far.
Do you hold a peek through?
Sure. See a wall, 10 to 15 feet behind.
All right. If I don't see anything in there, I'm just gonna push it open.
Now you're gonna laugh because
It's a bath. There's a tub in there.
yep.
Huh. Who wanted the bath?
is it healing? It's a heal.
I don't
Lazarus
know.
pit.
I don't know.
Find
I
out.
love the way that you said that. It's a mess.
Is there water in this bath?
Is there water in there? Is it warm?
There
not
wouldn't
gonna
be
put-
right now. There wouldn't be right now. I mean, it looks like water, but I guess that's just more better for better identification.
Is there water in this thing?
Yep. But there's like a fountain thingy on the side.
When was the last time Thorin had a bath?
I don't know. How old is he?
Thorin, what's behind your door?
Did he get back in to open it? I think he
I'm
No,
died.
intrigued by this.
he's not in Zoom right now.
I'm intrigued by
shit.
this bath, guys.
That's
I'm
when Howard-
gonna open it.
Oh, the tub.
Why not?
All right. Yeah, but I can't open it because I would like delete all the shit. Just like push yourself in.
Scroll room. Caius, get over here.
Okay,
You
I'm going
do-
in.
Well, I mean, and Marlene maybe because she could probably read the shit.
Oh, jeez. Holy cow.
All right, can I read any of this stuff? Or is it all in Sylvan?
All in Sylvan.
No, I can't read
Oh.
any of this shit.
All right, I'm on it. I will translate for Caius.
Give me a religion check.
I'll just do that. It'd be the same modifier.
Can I make one too? Because she's telling it to me.
No, but she can tell you pretty well what it is about. These are prayer texts of the church of the elves, speaking of different situations that happened to and with these gods, and tell of different tales, and they all revolve around the interaction between the sun and the moon and the sky. And actually now the more she reads and kind of she really puts this religious undertone to it, right? The more that you think this is wait a minute, in the university there was this course, this old chap, he was an astrologer, right? And that kind of seems very reminiscent of it when he spoke about these different constellations, that she kind of puts into a different light in religious faith hinged glasses, so to speak, right? So that's
Okay, and that was part of the riddle too. The constellations. Traverse all the stars.
But sun rays only shine straight.
This quill looks fancy, but that's just flavor, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I made a few things in this dungeon, like Photoshoppy, but the basis I took from somewhere else. So not everything necessarily fits everything that I want it to be, right?
Cool. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, well.
I
Is there
hope
like
you find that enlightening.
I mean, I find it quite interesting personally, but I don't think it's going to help us. But good to know that that's where this... Is there like a chart of stars at all here? Like an
Yes
astrology
and
chart?
no. Like this, there's no scientific like mapping, right? It more speaks in, as I said, like religious terms of it. Like when this star and this star came together because blah blah blah, right? More like explanation rather than cataloging.
Okay.
Observations of astrological events, not exactly charts.
Right, they kind of made like an astrological event, like for instance, like maybe like a shower of meteors was like put into the context of religion, right? Rather than explaining the day and the time and the intensity or whatever it is.
Okay, he jotted down a few notes in his little book there about like, ancient meteorological events and.
Yeah, absolutely.
You plan on opening a new college one day?
Yeah, well, if the world goes back together, maybe. I had a very nice job, just teaching students and going home with my wife every day.
Sounds nice.
I left all this dungeon crawling behind.
So did you used to do this kind of stuff before?
Yeah, when I was younger.
And what made you decide to put that aside?
He got arrows in his knee.
Pretty literally, that is true, I guess.
Yeah,
because what it actually means.
It's getting married, yeah.
You got married, yeah.
Yeah, I went to Silvery Moon. I started teaching there, and that's the same night that I met my wife, who was a bard in the tavern.
And that stopped everything. Got it.
Pretty much. Well, I started working there beforehand, but it kind of all came together, and I was in Silvery Moon for the last couple of years.
Are you planning on taking a bath or joining us in the next?
Well,
he really wants a bath.
Really intrigued by this bath.
Keep in mind the water there is probably 10,000 years old.
All right, I'll come with you.
Okay. Right. So pushing on forward.
Yeah.
You doing your thing?
Although Golda would say that marriage was kind of the start of her adventures. Like, well, the end of her marriage. But anyway.
Right, no key lock, no keyhole to look through here.
No keyhole to look through? Okay, well, I'm still going to do the listen and the check, because I don't trust...
Anything?
Don't trust anything.
That's a good call.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I add a D4 to my investigation?
No, it's not skill checks. It's...
I know, it's a skill check, isn't it? Isn't investigation a skill?
No. Yeah, no, it's a skill check, but the bless doesn't work on skill checks.
Oh, it's only attacks and
saves. Yeah.
Saves. Okay.
Alrighty then. So here we go. You open it. You open it. You open it. You open it. You open it.
Sure, I'm opening it. I'm saying Thorin's there. Oh fuck.
I was waiting for this. Shit.
No. I'm going back, guys.
The star charts. We have charts, guys. We have things. We're good. The sun must always shine straight. That's a clue.
Well, does that mean we had to jump on the sun tiles?
Maybe.
Hold on. Let's think about what it actually said. They told he might traverse all the stars. Sun rays only shine straight, otherwise there will be tears. So you can only move straight ahead, I assume, when you step on the sun.
Right, and we have to traverse the stars. So the stars are the ones we should walk on. Traverse all the stars. We have to step on every single one of them?
I think that just means that maybe the stars are a safe point.
Maybe?
It says all the stars. I think we had to step on all the stars.
It could be much on all the stars, and then we have to... He might, yeah.
It says that he might traverse all the stars. So I'm thinking that stars are safe to step on. The suns, you can only move straight ahead. Real quick with my quarterstaff, kind of push past Thorin, and I'm going to poke the star, that very first star.
Sure.
You've read the Jones Indiana book as well.
It's an Elvish classic.
Well, you better not come across like a pressure plate underneath like an icon or something.
Guys, the last time we had a room like this, one of our friends got chopped up and burnt.
Yep.
It was really unpleasant.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did, in fact, leave him on that trap, though, so that was part
I
of the
scraped a little
unpleasantness.
bit of it into my pouch, but
Yeah.
so we could bury him. But you know,
Yeah.
I mean, if I could see the end of this, I would just try to cast Dimension Door and go all the way to the other side. But that's how it's gonna work.
Selene is a goddess of what?
Saloon is the goddess of the moon.
Yeah.
I assume it's the one they're referring.
Well, they say Selene.
Sehanin is goddess of, is also a god of the moon and
Alright,
stars.
so if I get this right, we can traverse the stars, the suns go where the direction we're going, and we can step on one moon.
You can draw if you want. That might help.
I mean, we can see the end, so unless I throw a torch in.
Do you need to throw a torch?
I can
Like
cast
the-
light.
cast light and throw like a coin down the hallway.
Yeah. I'll
Do
do
you
that. I'll
even need a
cast-
token, or can you just? Can't-
No, it,
yeah, I
needs
think
to, it needs to touch the object where he casts light on.
Yeah.
Needs to be on an object?
Yeah.
I can put it on one of your arrows. You shoot an arrow on there.
So it's the same as throwing a torch. You need to throw something in.
Yeah, just cast it on like a copper and throw it in there.
Yeah, I'll do that. I cast it on a coin. I chuck the coin in, as far as I can see.
Wasting
Sure.
perfectly good money.
We'll pick it up on the way.
So how far you want to throw it in?
there.
Yeah, somewhere over there where we can't see. 60 foot, if I can.
Say, Adencia. You see it now, right?
No, you need to
no.
put all players see a light.
There we
There
go.
you
Oh, okay.
So, Molly, how fast can you run? Do you think you can run across and like open the door? Maybe that'll disable the trap.
Well, maybe. I can certainly run faster than you. I think if my assumptions are correct, I think I know a way across. Hold on 1 second. Well,
So-
something just crackled, snap, pop.
Yeah, heard that. Could you go like this way? Oh yeah, this. Cross the sun, cross the sun, cross the sun, cross the sun, down.
I would like to maybe find a way that doesn't involve a moon. Just because I'm not too confident about the moon.
I don't think there is one last. Wouldn't be much of a challenge if it was.
Wait, so what are you saying? Like this, we can walk on the stars, but when we get to a sun, we
Then I think you have to proceed directly to the next tile. You can only go straight.
It might mean it only shines straight, as in straight this way. They might be able to go across them in this direction.
Could do that one. That one doesn't have a moon, if you're that adamant.
Yeah, that looks right. I think.
who's going first?
You know what? I'll go first. Someone put
No.
that pass back up.
You have Death Ward, so.
I do have Death Ward. Thorn. Oh God.
He's going.
Oh God. I'm gonna talk. Thorn.
See, I haven't died yet.
Oh.
What is this scared?
As he says this.
Wait,
I'm a
Thorn,
skeleton now.
I'm going to. Thorn, I'm going to toss you my quarterstaff so that you can poke ahead.
Yeah, you might want to poke
Thanks.
that.
And I just walk with a quarterstaff to help my limp from the last fight.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going forward.
Oh God, he's going to die.
I look back as I'm just walking here.
If nothing's happening yet, I start following you.
Nar wouldn't lie on the plackets. This is a tomb. We're not talking about some
You went this
damn
way.
necromancer's place that wants to kill you at every opportunity, full of traps, that has a freaking zombified, mummified thing that turns all your food and all your precious wine into vinegar. Keeps rambling about
Molly just looks down to Golda.
about the tomb
like-
as he keeps going.
How long did you put up with him before I came around?
Too long.
Okay. I figured.
Good job, Thorin.
If you follow in my footsteps,
I want to see him open the door first.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I was waiting, but if they're that scaredy, I can't even see them.
Well,
at
if
this
there's a
point.
monster over there that's gonna eat you, let's.
No, I open the door. I don't even check for traps. Oh.
One
Oh.
moon.
Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That was sneaky, Simon. That was so sneaky. If I had stepped on the other moon, I'd be like, oh no.
I
Oh no.
Well done.
Oh wait, I put it so wrong to me.
All right. I'm
See,
gonna
you're
definitely
beneath the
talk.
moon.
It's gonna be right behind Marlene.
I thought you like that.
Yeah, crack my neck a little bit. Good thing I didn't got fancy with it.
Look, you can just step on it for free. You see, no problem. Going back. Open the door. Oh fuck!
Yeah. That would have been bad. Because literally I have no choice at that point.
It's okay, guys. We did it.
Of course we did it by me beard. Yeah, the dwarf it here. Is this also representing the Galaga? If I'm not mistaken, this would be Sanin, right?
Let's just hope it doesn't try to kill us.
As you step into the room, the statue starts to move. This is a statue.
Fuck.
This is like a 15, 18 or so foot tall statue with this intricately formed blade that kind of points into the room. And this is like generally like the form of a nude elvish woman, maid or whatnot. Again, very similar to the portrayal of elves like in the hunting room. So very like focused and very over, for your point of view, very over stylized of the elvish features, right? I mean, if this is like realistic or not, is like this is maybe also a piece of art. Who knows, right?
It's moving though.
And it turns towards you, kind of puts the blade down or relaxes his arm, and looks at you, and says, "To move forth, you have to answer me questions 3."
Oh God, it's Monty Python.
And at the other side, he's C.
Is it anything about swallows and coconuts?
African and European.
I know how to do this riddle.
Black, no, red!
African,
Oh, God,
African
we're
or
dead.
European, friend elf.
Dead.
And she says, "When new, he can't be seen at all, but he grows with each nightfall, and as he looms over the wall, hark and hear the lone wolf's call."
The moon.
Yeah, it's the moon.
She nods. And she says, "If you have a cube which side's length is 5 meters, how big would be the biggest sphere that would fit inside it?"
That sounds like a math problem.
Yeah, I'm out.
It's
Well, they have a 5
if it's
feet
2.5
diameter.
5 feet diameter, 2.5 radius. So is she asking for?
The volume
Like-
of the sphere?
Caius, have you discovered pi?
Yeah, it's 3.1 I think it's 4 after that.
3.14159. 2.
And after that, I don't know either.
You're the
See, Caius knows math. Corey
calculate the sphere of your fireball if it has a 5 feet diameter.
does not.
Okay. Like, if we're asking for volume, I got 19.6 plus a bunch of numbers after that. So almost 20.
So what was the length of the sides of the cube?
5 meters. So it would be a 2.5 radius. It's the biggest I could fit in there. Oh god, I'm scared.
That would be 78.5 with 3.14.
Now, I feel pretty confident in my math, guys, but I'm really scared now.
78.5 about
I
ish.
got 19.6.
What?
2.5 squared times pi.
Yes, times 4.
Why times 4?
It's just how it is.
Why am oh my gosh.
You obviously didn't take engineering.
Geometry was my worst subject as far as math goes, so.
Yeah, but if you put times 4, it's 7.
I'm so good at math that, I'm not even going to try. Because I'm literally the worst at math.
All right.
It's 78.5, but it's average, right? I mean, I can work with pi, but I have a calculator here that does work with pi. Not here.
I have one on my computer. What do you want to calculate?
I feel like this is a really, really crazy question.
Yeah, I shouldn't show you the question. All right. So what do you want me to put in here?
4 times pi times radius, which is 2.5 square.
4 times pi.
78.5.
Needs a little time to adjust. 4 times pi.
Yep.
Yes. Times radius, which is 2.5 square. Radius square.
Right.
I have 78.5 on mine.
So you say this? Are you sure?
Let me check. 4 pi times. Yep. What is the result there? I can't see it, but it should be 78.5.
78.54.
Yep.
Okay, now you can look up the formulae. Is it a formulae? Yeah. Like I can also just show it to you because I kind of.
Is that the answer?
No, we're dead.
Like we can just double check it, but I have a different answer. Like that's what it said. What I have, obviously, it's in German, but it's 3/4 of pi. So you didn't, and it's times 3, not times. It's. You did the not the volume. You did the.
The surface, right?
Surface.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Right. Oh, well.
All right.
Okay.
So, and the third question will be this.
The dwarf gets his beard shaved. Yes, punishment. Clean as the moon.
But why can't? Ah, fuck. How do I do this?
Oh yeah, I have a different number now. Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Should have paid attention in math, guys.
It's okay. Last time I failed the riddle, all that happened was I was possessed by a demon.
Yep. Can I post this in here somehow? Okay, I need to do this a little bit differently because my main computer kind of doesn't like a few interactions here. That's why I cannot open any more programs right now, which sucks. I needed to show you something, so I need to open it up on my other computer right now. All right. See, so as you say the solution, she just shakes her head, says false, and you almost see like a tear run down her cheek.
But she didn't specify the area that she wanted.
All right. Sorry, but I need to really do it. Right. It sucks to need to do it this way, but I can't change it.
Shouldn't. Yeah, I was thinking it was weird. Yeah, I should have known it was on the cube. When you calculate areas, it's always on cubes.
It's always cubes in volume.
Right. It's been a while.
All right. Nearly got it.
It's
Need
been
to save.
never for me. I never took geometry.
Really? That's not a course you need to take?
Well, no, it's in math. Like, I took it in math class, but I literally, that was my worst subject, and I hated math. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, it's basically all I do now.
Hey man, if you're good at it, go for it. I was just always shit at it, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, but for me, my weakness was always languages. So
yeah, I was always good at English and history and all that kind of stuff. But anything.
We thought we would never use math outside of school.
Right? It might save you
in a dungeon. Hey, but to be honest, I blame the wizard. You're supposed to be the intelligent guy.
True.
Can you calculate the area of your spells?
Caius probably knows math. Corey just doesn't.
All right, the next one is math too, so rejoice.
I'm just going to stand over on the side and pick my nose.
You should be able to see this now.
Oh no.
So, we get to.
I'm good at these.
We get to commit Sudoku, guys.
Oh, I'm good at these.
Commit Sudoku.
Now, Sudoku I can actually do.
Far top right is a 3, and then in that same square bottom left is a 9, and next to it on the right will be a 5. So that's that first box.
Wait, which one do you want to put a 5?
Far right box, bottom middle.
All right.
I'm so glad I'm not doing this. I'm surprisingly slow at these things.
So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Just like number them through.
So
and then position say same, right? Position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so it's like quadrant 1, position 2 is like the on the top left square, the one in the top middle, right? That would be quadrant 1, position 2. Does it make sense?
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, I'm looking at box 3, which starts with 6, 7.
Yeah.
And then the next one is position 3, which is going to be
that's the next 3. Yeah, okay, I got it.
And then in same box, position number 7 is going to be the number 9. Position
and then 5, right?
Yep, position 8 will be a 5. I need to like draw this out because now I can't mess with it. I can't fill in my numbers.
Yeah, that's why I have like stuff that lets me draw on computer stuff.
Hey, can't you stream just your screen for this part? That way, as you feel it.
No.
Oh, you have the solution over it. I thought you had the solution on the side.
Hold on. I'm just rewriting this in my notebook because I need to solve this, or I will lose my goddamn mind.
It needs to be done.
Yeah, I had the I had the opportunity to put between 4 different like difficulty levels, which is easy, medium, hard, and evil.
Yeah, I'm usually stuck on evil, and that's only because they pull bullshit tricks on you. What level is this one, by the way? Out of curiosity.
It's easy.
Aww.
Yeah, so it looks easy. I mean, even I am doing this one relatively easy.
If you played Mass Effect, you know how to solve these. Latest Mass Effect was exactly Sudoku, just instead of numbers you had signs.
Yeah. That game was just a disappointment and a half.
It's so it was so bad. But the biggest problem I have with it was the writing, honestly, because they didn't take it serious. Like just the premise of the entire game is stupid for me. But the big okay, if you have a different vision of the situation, that's fine, right? Everybody has like different ideas on how to go into these things. But the problem I had was the writing of the scenes. Like, if you take the characters didn't take their job seriously.
No.
Right? They're nearly getting vented out of in space, and he's like cracking like a joke. Like, oh, I'm just hanging out here. But he's like the air's rushing by him, and behind him is like the cold death of space.
Yeah. I mean, just comparing it to the writing of the first three is really like atrocious. Because the first three are, in my opinion, masterpiece written games.
The first game had big issues, but the writing was kind of good. The second game was, in my mind, still the best one.
I agree. Second game is the best one.
The third one, the writing was less good than the second one, but the game itself was better, like from the mechanics and stuff. The ending was obviously atrocious, but that's another thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I think 99% of that game is amazing.
Right. But I think the writing in the second was better than in the third, but not by much. It's like very close.
Yeah.
The big problem I had with what was the entire premise of building this thing, building the, what is it called?
Crucible,
right?
So bad that I can't tell what I'm trying to solve, but I can't read my own handwriting.
Well, that's an issue.
Yes, it is.
It's a secondary problem to the math problem.
Box 8, position 1, number 2.
Stop writing it in Elvish. They're writing it in Elvish, that's why.
Right.
And then box 2, position 8, number 1.
Right. So box 8, position 1, or was it position 2?
Box 8, position 1, number 2.
Okay, so the top left of the bottom middle square.
Mm-hmm. Is it number 2?
Have you already solved it? You should probably just give the answer when it's solved, right?
Do you want me to just do it that way? Just read it row by row once I have it?
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to have problems. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can just even read the
it seems you're the only one who tries to solve it, right? So there's no...
I mean, I can try, right? But the problem is this doesn't work with many people. Maybe you solve the top 3 blocks, you solve the top bottom 3 or something. But like Sudoku is inherently, unless we can all look at the same screen and feel it as we go, it's one person only pretty much. Let me see.
I can go this. I can show this right now. It's like getting a little bit hard on my arm. I mean, I could show you the other one, but that's another riddle, right? Because they're randomly generated, so...
Yeah. I trust Malin on this one.
Yeah, but do you trust Alex to solve this in any sort of timely manner? Because frickin'...
I mean, we can just finish the session here, I guess. It's nearly 5 o'clock anyways.
Yeah, I'll have this solved for sure, and I'll just send you the answer.
All right, then I'll need to then I'll need to do it too, because I obviously... But that's fine. That's fine.
Here, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Download the image, open in editor. I think I get the images editor.
Oh, that's
brilliant. It should work. Yeah. And just write over it and then send it back.
Yep. But I think that's might be a good place, because the next thing could take some time, and we're already like nearly at 5, like nearly at the end time.
What
anyways,
are you going
right?
to do because I failed the area?
Now I have a week to plan that out.
Please
no,
don't
I already
my
know.
beard.
I already know, but that's gonna be nice.
Don't shave my beard. Don't do it.
All right, so let's close the session down. I think that's I think that's a good place where we could actually stop. Didn't didn't come up with it before. Don't know why. But again, let's close the session down as usual. Favorite moments. Let's start with Corey.
I like the riddle over here, the stars. I thought was clever, and I like the just fighting those 2 stone monsters was fun.
It was super fun for me because it would have been so easy to circumvent the whole problem.
Yeah.
No, head wall. Yeah. I like the riddle with the stones too, like with the sun and stars the most too. And I found it was so fun. It was so fun for me to put a spoon behind the door. I was so happy about that.
Was it there all the way, or did you put it at the end?
Scumbag elves.
Was it there all the way, or did you just put it at the end to troll?
No, it was there all the time. I just didn't manage to I did put it on the wrong layer. That's why you were underneath it.
Such a troll.
All right, favorite moments, Emmy. You're muted.
The random bath in the tomb.
The
I don't know
random bath.
Yeah, like, oh, it's a bath. Okay, what's that doing in here?
Just in case you're in the middle of the trial, just think, I need a good wash while I'm here.
Elves are vain like that.
Or maybe if you had acid on you could get it off in the bath. I don't know.
Ah, now you understand. I see.
Oh,
All right.
it's like both sane and insane. Oh.
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah, I'll go with the room with the stars and the entire floor, and but mostly how everyone was approaching it. Even though we had most of the solution down, everyone was like, "No, don't step. Let me go. I have fast forward." Super scared, and yeah. Although opening the
I
door
thought
to
for
the
sure he was dead.
to the moon was pretty
Lewis?
trolly.
Yep.
No, anyway, it was fine.
So he started going off. I was like, okay, well.
I was just, I was a little thing because of the moon, right? I would think maybe you can step on once, but I'm not sure. But when I found a path without the moon, I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then when I found the other one on the other side, I was like,
You know, it wasn't out of the blue. You know why? Different verse. Verse is the sentence, then it's a paragraph or whatever.
Different verse, so yeah.
Is it verse? I don't know how you say this in English, but you have like
stanza or after.
What's the line and what's like the lines together? But basically, you have the 4 lines that always form one kind of block, right? And the one with the moon was in the next block.
Right.
That was the hint on that, which was right. Which was kind of the hint for that, right? And yeah, it's a test. What can I tell you? Maybe you were lucky at this one. I don't know, but that was kind of the idea behind it. All right, favorite moment, Alex.
Oh, definitely the troll moon.
Troll moon. I kind of need to make a new moon here, like with a troll. Like.
Oh yeah. No, I found that just hilarious.
Gotcha. Oh, came fairly far. I hoped we could finish it, but yeah, I mean, nearly did. Not super much anymore.
Next week.
Absolutely. All right, my favorite moment was also like your reaction when I opened the door, just like fuck. Door opens, fuck! Immediately. That was my favorite moment. Like, yeah. Well, there's some things you can do better in like maps rather than Cinema of a Mind. That's one of them. Alrighty, so yeah, I actually wasn't super. It actually took me quite some time to write this riddle down to make it make sense, right? To really kind of think about it, because that's something you need to really be careful about. So
that's the problem with engines. It all takes a lot to get the first part ready, because everything just makes sense. But
I mean, that what Lewis said is pretty true, right? This isn't like a thief's hideout or like a mind flayer layer or whatever. So traps, sure, but these are not traps to necessarily kill you because you're trying to steal. I mean, let's think about how many people get through the golem room.
Yeah.
but the intent is a little bit different. Which I actually think I try to kind of make fit into the
I'm not
themes of the
expecting like
traps and
sneaky
stuff.
traps even on doors, unless the door has like a symbol that signals danger, right? There's 3 doors and
Do not
two of them
enter?
are obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do XP when we long rest, right?
You do what?
We do XP usually when we long rest, right?
You XP. Yeah. Well, when we finish like a thing.
Cool. Yeah, I just wondered. I forgot.
Yeah. Like leveling up Diablo style.
Yeah.
I mean, leveling up in general, like. But yeah, like it was so funny. Like I actually rechecked my numbers on the sphere thing. I really rechecked the numbers on my thing because like, why he's so sure? Like checking it, no, he's completely wrong.
The formula was right. I was just using the wrong formula.
Oh,
Simon, I've got the Sudoku done. So
right? You want to bring it? You want to go through it?
yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, do you want me to just go box by box?
Left to right. Just go left to
Left
right.
to
Just
right.
how you read it.
Okay. 4, 9, 1, 5, 8, 2,
6, 7. Yeah,
7, 3.
yeah.
5,
Next.
6, 3, 7, 9, 4.
5, 6, 3, 7, 9, 4, 1, 8, 2. Then 2, 8, and then
2, 8, 7.
yep,
3, 1, 6.
yep,
9, 5, 4.
yep.
Okay. 9, 3, 6. 8, 5, 7. 2, 4, 1.
Wait. Not so fast. 8, 3, 6. 9, 3, 6. 8, 5.
8, 5, 7.
Yeah.
2, 4, 1.
Yep.
7, 1,
1.
2.
Yep.
6, 4, 3. 8,
Yep.
9, 5.
Got it. Next.
8, 5, 4. 9, 2, 1.
5, 4, what?
8, 5, 4.
8,
9,
5, 4.
2, 1.
8, 5, 4. 9, 2, 1.
7, 3, 6.
7, 3, 6. 1.
7, 9.
9.
2, 3, 5.
Yep.
4, 6, 8.
Yep. 6, 2, 5, 4.
7, 8.
Yep.
3, 1, 9.
Yep.
3, 4, 8.
3, 4, 8. 1, 6.
1, 6, 9.
9.
5,
Yeah.
2, 7.
5, 2, 7.
Nice way to sneak in that 69.
Obviously, you always need to. Congratulations, you solved. Correct.
Yay!
Don't we only get hit once with the sword?
Yeah, seriously.
You've brought honor to your family. Redemption.
We
All right.
committed Sudoku.
Yay!
Meanwhile. All right. So, let's continue this next week then.
All right.
Woo. We'll see what our punishment is.
Yeah. I mean, it says she puts him to sleep. That's what she says in the thing. I think.
Yep.
Well, do you think that's like literally the thing that's gonna happen?
Yeah. Test his wit or put him into slumber. But yeah, we'll see if we have to fight it or not. Maybe it'll be weakened because we solved 2 of the riddles. I don't know.
Alrighty then. So, see you next week. I got the XP written down, so I'm not gonna forget it. Don't worry. It's easier to do it at the end of the thing.
Yep.
Mm.
We're gonna probably level. We're close to level 11.
Other than that, Marlene, stick around for a second. The quickest of seconds. If that's it, or if there's anything else you want.